ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen and ladies, good evening, because seeing is believing. The Oilers, are back in Florida where it all ended last season. Heartbreaking Game 7. We don't have to relive it. We don't have to talk about it too much. We do have news to talk about. Darnell Nurse is injured. The Oilers are being coy and not telling people what it is. I will tell you what it is because I don't give a fuck anymore about this team sometimes. They don't want to show any heart on the ice. Why should I care what I know and what I don't know from who I know it? Darnell Nurse is out with an upper body injury. He's listed as day-to-day until they get back to Edmonton. Reevaluated, could be week to week. Sucks for him, sucks for the Oilers. You know that saying, when it rains it pours? Well, we're definitely pouring right now, folks. So yes, Darnell Nurse is injured. If you guys saw last game, you saw why he's injured. But it is what it is. Got to play better without him, got to play better with him. Got to figure out how to get a W. By hook or by crook, the Oilers got to figure out how to win this game. Just me talking outside the box. The Oilers need to figure out how to win this hockey game. Thank you, everyone, for being here. The game should start 5:05. Oh, I'm not going to say the Oilers are in dire straits, but man. My God, I hate when I do that. There. Like I said, I'm not going to say the Oilers are in dire straits, but man, they're not looking good. Yeah, I'm tinkering with some things, and of course that pops up, right? Hey, get it out of the way now. Maybe I don't have to use it tonight. I'm glad you guys are chuckling about that. We need a good laugh in here. We need a good laugh. Ooh. You know what the Oilers need, as much as this pains me to say? The Oilers need a good laugh. They need a good practical joke played on them. They're just way too goddamn serious. Oh, be glad you missed what popped up. Somebody didn't miss it, and they fucking laughed their asses off. So that's good. I'm glad some people are paying attention. No, in all honesty, that's what the Oilers need. The Oilers in that locker room need a Joey Moss moment. Rest in peace, Joey Moss. Like, that was what he was good at. If tensions were high and the players were gripping their sticks so tight that they couldn't make a 2-foot pass tape to tape, they couldn't score an empty netter if their life depended on it, they couldn't make a save or clear the puck out, Joey Moss would just say something or do something, and everybody would have a good chuckle. It would lighten the room. That's what the Oilers need right now, is they need a good chuckle. You know what I mean? Like, we just need a good chuckle in this locker room. Ugh. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the rest of your week. We are on Thursday, February 27th. Oy. One more road game after this one. We're in Carolina on Saturday. That'll be fun. Carolina Saturday, huh? But hey, then we got Anaheim on the Tuesday at home. Excuse me. Because one stream didn't load up and it double streamed me. So hopefully that stream got deleted. I don't understand. Sometimes YouTube does things. Yeah, we're not listening to any of this crap. We don't need to rewatch the heartbreak that was Game 7. Let's not talk about Game 7. Let's talk about Game 59 of the Edmonton Oilers schedule. They're slumping. They are slumping, those Oilers.
Doesn't matter what anyone says. I would never, ever trash talk Connor McDavid, who is the pulse, the lifeline, bleeds orange and blue. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Rogers Oilers Hockey on Sports and I'm Dean Prince Bay. I got to tell you, this is different. Coming into this building for a first time, right there. It's got me right there. I can't believe it. I didn't even play. But you walk in here, you can't help
If the emotion isn't there for the Oilers right now, on this game, at this point, if they don't have the emotion to play, I don't know. Excuse me, I am completely under the weather.
I don't even know. I need a chair. But I will tell you this, because I'm just not feeling so well right now. I will tell you this. I'm walking on Amalie Arena the other night with head coach Chris Knobloch. I go, Coach, how are you? And he says, you know what, Chief? I was much better after Game 6 of the Western Conference Final. Because, please, everybody, you have to remember, there were some unbelievable moments. Connor said that was something outside. The whole country was just everywhere. And, oh, my gosh. Game 6, I'm with you, Zach. I'm thinking, you know where this is headed, okay? So we know what happened. So let's talk about tonight. It is a rematch. That once before in Edmonton.
Matthew Tkachuk is missing for Florida. I wouldn't say that it's their birthday. Why would you say that, Janice? Why would you say that? Why would you say that? Darnell Nurse is hurt. Matthew Tkachuk is hurt. I'd say that benefits the Oilers a lot more than it benefits the Florida Panthers. Like I said, if this team comes out flat tonight, there's no excuse. You're in a building where a team eliminated you from the playoffs. Yeah, it was for the Stanley Cup. Yeah, it was Game 7. Regardless what happened, win or lose, that was the final game of the year. He wants chocolate cake. Chocolate cake it will be. Yes, Stuart Skinner, it is your birthday tomorrow, and you will have chocolate cake on Sunday. We can make that happen, Captain. I got to text your mom tonight and ask what you want for your birthday. Obviously, I won't be at your birthday party on Saturday because I'll be here doing this thing. Oh, I got a good surprise for you guys for Carolina, by the byes. I got a great surprise for you guys with the Carolina game. I wish I could use WWE's Hurricane for their goal song. There's a hurricane coming through. But I think I'll get copyrighted and stream will be shut down, and we don't want any of that noise. like I said, if the Oilers don't show up for this game on time from start to finish, I don't know. Maybe their goose is cooked. Maybe they are not as good as we think they are, or as I think they are. I know some of you guys think they're trash, dumpster fire garbage, but just takes one, right? Just takes one. National anthems. Here we come.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Well done, sir. Well done. Yeah, get that jawbone back in place.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Just outside
So it is what it is.
Florida is Sunrise, home of the Florida Panthers.
The fan base in general is losing their minds.
248 days ago, the goaltender Stuart Skinner.
You're not wrong, but that might be what the Oilers need to shake it up, right?
Panthers 2-1. Stuart Skinner will get the call tonight for Edmonton. We're going to shake off a 2-5.
You know what I mean? Maybe that losing Nurse is what the Oilers need to wake the fuck up.
He lost his last start for the Florida Panthers. He's 10-4 following the loss this year. And in the Stanley Cup final, despite having a lower save percentage than Stuart Skinner, he won the cup against that man, Connor McDavid, who had 3 goals and 11
I mean, when
points to lead all
there's nothing
players
called
in the
throughout
Stanley
most of the
Cup
game, I guess you can win the cup.
Barkov, you know, his
Sorry,
captaincy
still bitter about
at one of
power
4
plays and
bids
penalties.
to appear in the Four Nations Cup. Sent in deep, off the draw by Gustav Forsling, and we're underway. A rematch of a game played December the 16th, won by the Panthers 6-5 after Zach Hyman, who just got belted, scored twice to help Edmonton race out to a 4-2 lead late in the second. Hyman playing at the start with Nugent Hopkins and Connor McDavid. Defensively, Matthias Ekholm and Evan Bouchard. Your starting lines brought to you by our friends at Scotiabank, believing there's a place for all Canadians in Canada's game. Here's McDavid. Looking to shrug off Aaron Ekblad. Barkov wanders down low. He's a defensive force as well As the second leading scorer on this Florida Panthers.
Offside.
Edmonton lingering and offside. McDavid called on the play 45 seconds in. Louis, the stakes are different.
Just a little different. Here's a big hit by Forsland right out of the gates on Hyman.
Good hit, good hit. Can't complain about it.
Physical game. You know the Panthers play this way. Edmonton is aware of
Oilers got to match the Panthers' mentality of hitting. Just match it. You don't got to beat it. Just match it.
That final series last year, they took it to the Panthers. They got on the forecheck. They spent time in the zone. Got away from it a little bit in Game 7. Obviously,
We're not asking you to reinvent the wheel here. Fucking brutal giveaway already.
You know, Louis led all the Florida Panthers in the Stanley Cup final with 4 goals.
Brutal giveaway early in the first period.
And similar to back in December when these two teams met, they feasted in the slot against Edmonton. And this is something that's crept back into the game. And a nice pass by Bennett. Rodriguez finds that quiet space. And
Interference off the face-off? Not called. Cool.
Going to have to tighten up the slot. Here's the Jets.
Mikula stripped by Draisaitl, racing toward the net, trying to center into the feet of Jeff Skinner. Back in the lineup for Edmonton. He's got 4 goals his last 8 games played. Draisaitl tried to feed again. A high slot, and the puck drifts between.
Is Savoy not in the lineup? I didn't see the starting lineups today. I've been really under the weather.
And so you've got the 2 righties on the third pairing. Travis Dermott having been acquired on waivers yesterday, also not in uniform tonight for Edmonton. Meanwhile, taking a seat in the press box tonight, Matt Savoy.
Yeah, Matt Savoy's in the press box. Bad choice there.
Reunited with Janmark and Brown tonight. The shot drifts high, glove.
I would have put Brown in the press box before Savoy.
Brown on the
But
rebound. That line really solidified in the Stanley Cup final. Janmark, Henrik, and Brown
seem to always find their way back together again, don't they? And for this game, after some real shuffling in the last few games by Chris Knobloch, he's gone back to some lines, some familiarity, and I think it's just to try and weather out a win, get some consistency in the game, which is really lacking the last few games out of the break.
I think the Oilers need a security blanket, quite frankly, and those lines that you talked about, Louis, I think there's some security in those.
And I think also from a player's perspective, you're excited to go back to a line you know you've had some success with. So you see that on the board in the morning. You're excited to jump on the ice.
Sorry, guys, I don't want to talk too much. This game is intense.
Some excitement in the lines, excitement in the play, and understandably, after losing the last 4.
Shots are 1-0 Florida. 17 minutes left in the first period. Nothing is the score. Skinner, please stay in your net. Like, that's all we can ask is Skinner stay in your net. Oh, we got to fight. We got to fight off the bat. Corey Perry is going with number 10.
Both of these guys like to fight at distance, too.
Greer. All right, let's go, Perry. Ting, ting, ting.
A little short with the right, a couple of left jabs from Perry. Greer throws an overhand right, a little short with the next one. Perry's got him wrapped up. Now he's got his right free, lands an uppercut to the ribs. A second little inside right, and then Greer over the top, a little short with the right hand. Good tilt between Greer and Perry as we begin the game. And Corey Perry has been a little quiet on this road trip, trying to revive his club with that fight right in front of his own bench.
Absolutely. Trying to dig in. They understand they've lost 4 in a row. Little tangle along the boards, and this is just, hey, let's get something going here right now. Let's get ourselves into this game. Let's maybe drag some people into the game. Both A.J. Greer and Corey Perry say, yep, we want to get this started. A rivalry that was built in the Stanley Cup final last year, and both guys at distance.
That's a draw. That fight is a draw. Afternoon, Epic. How's it going, Chemo? Absolutely, man. That's what this team needed 3 days ago. That's what this team needed 2 games ago. That's what this team needed a day ago. Where was that in Philly? Where was that in Washington? Where was that in Tampa? I like it, though. I wouldn't say a while, but the Oilers needed that. Rolling down the highway. You're doing it my way. Arvidsson needed to shoot that. Why are we stopping? Just take it in and shoot.
Draisaitl and Arvidsson.
Get out of here, ref! Get out of here, you fuck stick!
Instead of picking it
Are you stupid? Are you a stupid Goomba?
He plowed Arvidsson into the boards. Now he's
So you can cross-check Draisaitl and get away with it. But Draisaitl's not allowed to retaliate.
on that one. But it's Draisaitl arguing all the way to the penalty box here.
It's gonna be one of them
That little
nights.
play in the corner that was
Gotta
called
fight
by
everybody, I guess.
Probably interference is the call.
What a joke. What a freaking joke. Hey, that's cool. That's okay. That's allowed. What a fucking...
There it is. That's not interference. That's
Wow.
cross-check.
Well, it's blatant.
It is interference. It's a heavy interference. Not to make it a laughing matter, but up against Sam Bennett, I mean, it wasn't much.
What a fucking joke.
You know what?
NHL officials at their
The
finest.
guy's probably given a lot of those in his day and hasn't got called for, but Draisaitl gets dinged for that one early, so the standard's been set.
Yeah, the standard's been set. Better call that the rest of the fucking game now.
Power play this year, 24%.
Whenever Hyman is in front of the net and gets decked and cross-checked, you better call it.
Got Emberson out there with Ekholm defensively, Nugent Hopkins and Enrique. Shot from the point, batted down in front. Sam Bennett looking.
Oh, there's a hook right there. Oh, can't call that though.
Play to Henrique, and it's lofted down the ice. And this is an Edmonton penalty kill that is.
You don't even want to talk about the reffing, man. It's...
Only Columbus.
You guys don't want to know who the refs are tonight. It's going to be a wrong night for the Oilers.
14, which is quite a bit longer than 7. Carter Verhaeghe, he had the game winner the last time.
It's going to be a long night if we think the refs are going to
Left to beat Edmonton 6-5.
do anything but screw us over.
Quick dish, Barkov. Now down low for Sam Reinhart. He's got 9 power play goals on the year. Matthew Tkachuk.
1 minute left to go in the power play for Florida. Shots are 2-1 Florida. 15:26 left to go in the period.
Who had 22 saves in that earlier loss to Florida.
Yes, please.
This is what we're talking about.
Yeah, this has been starting to take on some water for the Oilers, similar to the start of the season where they had a stretch of 6 games where they gave up a power play goal consecutively. This is the longest one of the season and only second to the Columbus Blue Jackets, so an area they certainly want to tighten up and can't be giving up a power play goal against each game and thinking you're going to have good success in this league.
Lundell, a face-off against Nugent Hopkins.
Come out of the box and score a goal, Draisaitl.
Back toward Nate Schmidt. He'll maintain. Work down low. Evan Rodriguez harassed by Emberson. Nugent Hopkins challenges up top. Schmidt to Lundell. Wrist shot saves.
Skinner's looked good so far, though.
50 seconds on the penalty.
He's faced the shots he can see.
Good save by Skinner again. Most importantly, holds on to it, nothing left over. And so critical when you're trying to kill a penalty off, not to give the second and third opportunities. This one's a high.
I don't understand this league and how they pick their referees, but
to drop down, obviously a corner being picked there, but a good solid save.
there's definitely not a hat, and then you draw your name with a team or a matchup.
Did you see anything that concerned you out of that fight?
It's definitely...
We'll keep an eye on that, but could be equipment after the way.
Thank you.
Pulled and maybe something came loose, but obviously could be an injury as well that we don't know. So we'll see if he
Oh, there's a cross check. Oh, we won't call that one, though. 30 seconds left to go in the power play for Florida. Lusterine grabs the guy's stick. Bare hand grabs the stick. All right. All right, only one team's allowed to get away with it. 14 seconds left to go in the power play for Florida. Shots are 3-1 Florida. 14 and a half seconds. Well, minutes left to go in the first period.
Much speed through the neutral zone. Barkov had bumped off the stick. Mikkola at the Edmonton line as the penalty comes to an end. Draisaitl steps out of the box. Barkov centering pass broken up. Mikkola, Barkov had it taken away by Connor Brown. With Draisaitl into the offensive zone, Mikkola defending. Left it in the corner. Barkov shoots it ahead for Verhaeghe. He'll chip in charge against Klingberg, but reeled in by McDavid. Fresh off the kill. Now you've got McDavid, Draisaitl out there offensively. Brown will come off. It's laid in deep. Bobrovsky took a peek. Dropped it off. Mikkola up the gut. And this may be icy.
That'll be icy against Florida.
The whistle coming from linesman Andrew Smith. No score about 6 1/4 in.
Yeah, I figured no jersey today, just
Lawyers, the heavy hitters in injury law.
I gotta bring the mojo for the boys.
Last year's Stanley Cup final, the most expensive ticket, and this is in a neighborhood that only Louis DeBrusk could deal with, $8,737. Tonight, the most expensive ticket, a very Jack Michaels-esque $125. Here's Barkov. How things can change in 8 months. These two teams certainly in the conversation for a repeat. Gadjevich shovels it in.
Another penalty for the Oilers.
Might have gotten the call.
Oh, wow.
And as Bouchard touches up, we are going to have the high stick for a moment, Louis. I thought they missed it, but no. It'll be Florida the power play for a second time.
This is going to Ekholm. This is going to Ekholm. This is another penalty on Edmonton. Right there, it's a high stick play.
He didn't even fucking touch him. He didn't even fucking touch him. He didn't even.
Introducing
Wow.
Rogers Xfinity with internet
Cool.
that handles it all.
Awesome. I'll be right back.
Built for more devices.
What if I crashed the window?
That's genius. Let's do that.
That's going to be a t-shirt I'm going to be making. Yes, I'm pissy. I want to see a replay of the other side, but that back replay looked like it didn't even touch him. Ekblad grabbed the wrong side of his face. If you got high sticked, why'd you grab the other side of your face? I want to see the back replay, because that replay didn't show that he got high sticked at all. Yeah, the stick got up, but I don't think it touched him. This officiating crew, they're going to make sure the Oilers got to pay for it.
To this day, he hasn't forgotten, even though they did come back and win Stanley Cups. And as for the coach in him, Game 7 against Florida, he said he has not seen any part of that Stanley Cup final. Louis and Jackie said, when you're watching a bad movie and you know the ending, there's no need to watch it again.
Exactly, there's no need to watch that bad ending again. I'll be honest with you guys, I haven't watched any of the finals re-over.
By the way, Corey Perry's back in the penalty box, so he's okay. Ekholm is in the box for high sticking, and this is Florida's second power play.
Second power play in 10 minutes. I'm going to say second power play in 5 minutes.
Barkov ripped around the boards. Bennett to Reinhart. Centering pass for Hague.
Of course they're going to score on it.
1-0 Florida.
Yeah, of course. Of course they're going to score on it.
For the Panthers.
You congratulations.
Short work on that one. Don't want to take a couple power plays early.
fucking
We
joke.
just talked about 7 straight. That's 8 straight games now with a power play goal against them. This is a really close entry. I think they're going to take a hard look at this. This might be offside, actually. It was Barkov that passed on the backhand side of the entry.
And then he interferes with the Oiler player.
Only the coaching staff convinced to look at the screen, and they're not making a quick effort. Here it is right here in a freeze.
That's offside. No goal, bitches. Offside.
Look at the bench immediately because this was right in front of us, and Chris Knobloch and
Clean the fuck up, Oilers. Clean it the fuck up. That's all I gotta say is clean it the fuck up.
back off, and it will still be a power play for the Florida Panthers, but
Can't let that happen so fucking easily, though. That was a peewee team playing against a freaking midget team. That was way too easy for the midget team to walk in.
A critical kill here for Edmonton. It looked like they had made it 1-0.
I'm going to make this joke, and I don't want anybody to be offended. But that looked like that was the AAA St. Albert Raider team taking on the Women's Team Canada hockey team. That's how easy that looked when the AAA team beat the women bad. That's how that looked. Way too easy to get in the zone. Yeah, exactly. I wish they would shut up about it, right? Oh, they're going to count. They're going to go, nope, that looked good to me. I'm cross-eyed.
Where that puck kind of went.
Eric Furlat with the obvious goal.
After Edmonton coach's challenge, the play was deemed to be offside. Therefore, there is no goal.
Thankfully, he knows how to look with his eyes and not his French accent. Yeah, we're done talking about last year. Last year was last year.
And they'll reset.
Nothing. But yeah, the Oilers got to wake the hell up.
Into place. As a penalty killing unit that's been taking on some water, it's like, okay, we better sharpen up because that happens pretty quickly.
Shots are 4-2, 12:53 left to go in the first period.
On the continuation of that play.
Louis, you're not wrong. That was way too easy for Florida to come in the zone, backdoor wide open.
The only thing we're waiting for here, Louis, I believe, is just a penalty clock to get reinserted. They put 8 seconds back on the game clock, but 7 for 9.
Come on, Stuart. Let's stretch those legs out.
Left on the penalty decal, but to your point,
God.
you have put yourself
For a guy that's over 6'9", you've got some tiny legs.
You can argue the Draisaitl that that's just part of battling against another guy like Sam Bennett, but it was a cross-check. It was called. Standard set. High stick by Ekholm. There's no chance you're getting away from that one. That's just not controlling your stick, so time to buckle down and stay out of the box. But right now they've got a different task at hand trying to kill this one off.
Yanmar comes over to disrupt Bennett. He's able to recover the puck. Saucer it over. Ekblad steers down low for Reinhart. Quick dish up top. Bennett's
1 minute left to go in the penalty.
deflected up and now to play with 12:22 to go in the period. A minute and 11 in the penalty decal.
You're not wrong, Epic. You nailed it. I think that's the biggest thing that we're missing right now is that defensive structure. The structure's not there that was there long ago.
Stetcher and Kulak out.
Something that I was priding myself on being an Oilers fan. They got structure this year. Well, that's been a far cry these last 6 games. Big save by Stu there.
Barkov to Sam Reinhart. 57 goals, quick stuff play, and a save made by Skinner. 1 minute. Wrist shot blocked off the tape.
There's a cross check. So Troy Setcher's allowed to get cross checked in the face by Sam Reinhart. What is that called? A puck battle. Wow. Number 9, Sam Bennett. You're allowed to do whatever you want, eh, kid?
Ekblad and Barkov trade the puck up top.
The crap is going
Barkov.
on.
Shot Ekblad, redirected into the corner. Reinhart, leading scorer again for the Panthers this year. 31 goals, 63 points. Bennett chipped it out. Reinhart loads and fires, and that was blocked. Ekblad back to Reinhart. Tried to go into the slot for Hagee, had it stripped, and Nugent Hopkins.
Penalty killed.
Clear. Top unit was out for the full 2 minutes, but fails to convert. Florida 0 for 2 on the power play in this game scoreless. Let's see whether that gives Edmonton a boost.
Come on, Oilers, let's wake up.
That's it. 2 shots on that power play for Florida. Not including the one that went in, but was whistled down for offside. Here's Zach Hyman off the giveaway. He's got McDavid in front. Centers a late shed.
Where's the hook?
For McDavid to be able to get his stick on that puck.
Might have knocked it wide. It might have been going on the net off the skate.
Draisaitl.
Couldn't get a stick on it because it was being held and hooked.
Across to Bouchard.
But yeah, no call, right, ref?
Drop to Draisaitl. This the usual look after a successful kill. Bouchard to McDavid, cuts inside. Couldn't get a shot away.
Holy.
Mikula flips
Again,
it towards center.
another fucking hook.
Bouchard up the right-hand side.
I'd be able to stop McDavid every time, too, if I put my stick in his midsection.
Quickly taken down low and brought up ice. Quickly shot in and going down hard in the corner. Was Ulis.
I don't get this, man. Like,
Sent in deep by
It's Game 7 all over again, guys. Game 7 all over again. I hate to bring that up, but that'll be icing against the Oilers.
Halfway through this first period. No score. The shots 4-3, considering the 2 power plays. Not a bad start on the road for Edmonton.
Good kills, and here it is, the nice little effort by Hyman to get to this puck, the slam on the break.
Like, he's got his stick in his midsection.
From McDavid, the first hard pass by Hyman right there, and then he tries to just bump it up over top of the blocker in the process. What a hand-eye by McDavid, but maybe did a little too much with that backhand. But the fact
It's
that he
ridiculous.
had to still get a
Nope.
piece of that on the fly-by, pretty incredible. Good effort on that drive.
Careful, Ekholm. Don't hit somebody. You might get another penalty.
Here's Kapanen.
Redirection, wasn't kicked.
Right, that's what I'm. But you know how that forward motion went Coleman a little bit.
Come on, boys.
It's an eternal argument between my partner and I. Shake.
That's 100% correct. If it goes in off that one, I mean, he's just trying to redirect it.
Shots are 4-3 for Florida. 0 for 2 on the power play of the Florida Panthers. Nothing there for the Oilers.
Certainly gets clear, but Colson misses on a check intended for Nate Schmidt. Chipped in by Samoskevich. They'll get around Bouchard, the Florida rookie, into the corner. Controlling the puck briefly, Bennett, but...
Good evening, Dan.
David heads for the Florida net. Pulls up, waits, dishes, one-timer Bouchard in the save. Bobrovsky. Rebound Bennett. 2-on-2. If he wants it. Sam Bennett weaving his way. Over the line, a shot by Samoskevich. Easily blocked up top by Skinner. And then Ekblad did not handle it cleanly. And here's
Come on, Hawkins. Come on, Hawkins. Can't even get any speed, man. You skate like a 32-year-old. Honestly, Hawkins looks like an 18-year-old that skates like a freaking 40-year-old. No speed at all in his legs. Honestly, so far I haven't noticed him. And that's kind of a good thing. If you guys didn't see my post game, excuse me, I did a image for the Oilers. I'll put it up right quick here for you guys. I thought it was funny. I thought it was pretty hilarious. Oh, my stars. Hey, how's it going, my friend?
Everybody else does.
That's the picture right there.
It's not like he's total dog meat, but we each have our own standard, and Connor McDavid's is as high as anyone's in the game right now.
I agree. And I think
They were all missing.
Just get back to what I do best and get back to being dangerous, challenging, having the puck on my stick. And that was the one thing that stood out to me in his press conference.
Samoskevich dishes wrist shot.
Another good save by Stuart Skinner.
Out of play, and that was very close to an offside. 8 minutes to go, scoreless in the first.
8 minutes left.
Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation OilersFanReaction 50-50 presented by Rogers is back for another record-breaking season.
No, you're absolutely right.
Bobrovsky
Bobrovsky played like a man on a mission in Game 7.
Sam Bennett with a pretty good chance here and a good stick as Stetcher just gets it in that lane at the last second. Center drive. This
Really?
Florida Panthers team, as everybody knows, is a big physical team. The Gordie Howe hat-trick for Bennett last game versus the Nashville Predators on Tuesday. A questionable hit on Roman Josi, which is not out of Bennett's character. He's not afraid to run around and cross that line from time to time, and why he's such a valuable player, but a guy you hate to play against as well. But that center drive opens up a lot of space, and Bennett had a little bit of time to pick that spot. Too much time, actually, and a good defensive play by Stetcher. So here's the Gordie Howe hat-trick.
What's the call now?
By Sam Bennett. He got things started with his 19th goal of the season. First goal of the game for the Florida Panthers in a 4-1 win. Nice little back pass by Reinhart right onto the tape. Here's the scrap with Cole Smith. Now this is after the hit on Josi. It's a spirited one. And then a nice pass here to set up the Gordie Howe. And a nice finish afterward. Samaskovich and Sam Bennett, his first ever career Gordie Howe hat-trick.
4-win at Nashville. The Panthers have won 6 of their last 8. They were treading water for about 2 months, essentially playing 500 hockey. 18 losses over a 36-game stretch after an 11-3-1 start in defense of their Stanley Cup championship. Shot taken by Louis Turinen, and that winds up out of play with 7.5 to go in this first period. No score in the hockey game. Edmonton, Florida, 6-5. It was hard to envision that we'd have another one of those. Florida's trying to get things right here on home ice. Louis, you talked about the 0 for 2 on the power play. You look at Florida, special teams, bottom third in the league at home in both categories. Off the draw. Balinskis has shot. Through the glove of Skinner. And this one will count. Florida takes a 1-0 lead. Balinskis, number 4 on the year.
Face-off win. And look at this, it just kind of gets up through a lot of traffic and redirects once for sure high in the slot. Lundell's right in the spot as well. It's him that drives us back on a clear win.
Bounces off number 15's leg.
I think that this goes off Kulak.
Yeah, then it goes off Kulak. It's friendly fire high, and then it goes by Lundell, who does a pretty nice job of kind of getting in the mix, but you can see the look of Stuart Skinner.
What a
afterwards.
fucking
He didn't
joke.
take a wave at it, but it was Balinskis that goes through. That goes through the lineup first, and that's usually a pretty good indication.
We need a better fourth line.
The goal, and he's the one that has it on the sheet right now in a 1-0 lead for Florida.
Lundell, as you said,
We need a better fucking fourth line that can win a goddamn face-off in our zone.
this one might change.
Cannot lose a face-off that fucking cleanly.
I think you're right.
There was
There was
traffic.
double ricochet.
There was certainly traffic. It deflected right off the shot, high in the slot, which is always difficult for a goaltender to pick up. And then you had the center drive. This is just a very well-won draw, but it's the timing of this shot by Balinskis. He just kind of gets it through everybody, changes direction. You can see the reaction of Skinner. Didn't pick it up. It's like, where is it? It's changed direction. It's in the back of the net. And that's why you get those shots through, and they're so vital and important just to get it down into the zone.
Icing call whistled against Edmonton. Balinskis, if that goal holds up for him, it'll be number 5 of his NHL career. A guy who broke in last year after spending 3 years in the Czech League and 4 more in the KHL. Face-off win for Barkov, and that's set in deep. They decided it wasn't necessarily icing, so as usual, they compromised in the bucket center. McDavid tried to poke it through Ekblad, then got it back, hits for the net, spins, waits, centers, and that was broken up at the last minute. Verhaeghe came down low to help out defensively. Ekholm, little pivot on Barkov, shovels down low for McDavid, inside, and that was tip free. Barkov beating the puck by McDavid, and then chipped safely back to center. Shoveled ahead. It's McDavid circling, gliding, trying to short side with it, but off the back of the net. Now he came in front, and a backhander stopped by goaltender Sergei Bobrovsky. So Lundell wins the faceoff, as Louis talked about, and will earn the assist on Malinskis' goal. A steal by Bennett in front, ditches off, and Mikkola got twisted up. That puck was in his feet. Here's a centering pass. Rodriguez a shot, the kick save made.
Oilers can't get out of their own fucking net.
As Rodriguez eventually grabbed control of that puck. Another juicy chance in the slot there. Mikkola.
Turnovers once again.
Defending against Podkolzin, who lost.
Shots are 8-5 Florida. 1-0 Florida. 5:42 left to go in the first period.
42 to go in the first period. The Florida Panthers have taken a 1-0 lead. Lundell, the assist on the goal.
What a fucking joke. It's kind of hard to talk nicely about this team when they show nothing of anything. The game that you should show the most emotion in is this one. I don't see it. I don't see it on the bench. I don't see it on the coaches. I just don't see it. I hate to say it. No, Munchie, the Oilers are still the team to do it. It's just this stretch right here, I don't know what to say about it. It's getting to the point where it's borderline embarrassing. Fun and games are over with this team. Like, now, McDavid, Draisaitl, Nurse, Bouchard, you guys want to keep the band together. Hyman, Hopkins, you want to keep the band together. Start showing like you deserve to play together. One or two of you guys will be shipped out. I can honestly see Bouchard being traded. We're not going to get nothing worth bag of pucks, but I think it's time that we got to talk about that seriously. Bouchard being a trade piece to get better on the back end or get better depth-wise forward.
Season was 43 goals.
Second only to Nathan McKinnon in scoring from a points perspective. McKinnon had a 3-point night last night.
You're not wrong.
Colorado shook off a couple of losses following the break with a big win over New Jersey. Nate just continues to produce. We're going to get a look at Mikko Ranson, who's under 9.
Oh, absolutely it did.
Pretty good in Carolina, but he's only got 3 points in 8 games as a king. Here's Draisaitl, right-hand side.
Taken off like everybody and myself expected it to.
But Colson centers. Kulak a shot. He
Scores! Kulak! Woo! Never fear, Brett Kulak is here. 1-1 hockey game, folks.
Everybody in the car, so come on, let's ride to the liquor store around the corner. The boys say they want some gin and juice, but I really don't wanna. Feel buzz like I had last week. I must stay because coffee is cheap. I like Angela, Pamela, Sandra, and Rita. And as I continue, you know they get sweeter. So what can I do? I really bag you, my lord. To me, son is just like a boy. Anything fly, it's all good. Let me jump in and send in the trumpet. A little bit of Monica in my life. A little bit of Erica by my side. A little bit of Reed.
To be fair. To be fair. To be fair.
His 7th from Colson at 14:41. Centering.
Oh my gosh. Come on, guys. Pay attention to the backdoor play. Frick.
Cleared out by Connor Brown. Balinskis drew the attention of Florida staff with his performance for Latvia at the 2022 Olympics. Leaping play by Balinskis at the blue line. He's been all over this first period.
Undrafted. So you're right, a good find by the Florida Panthers. Have done a nice job of that over recent years, and why
They're standing
Come on, Brown.
They got Gustav Forsling off waivers. He might be one of the top 5 defensemen in the league. I'm serious. He is perpetually underrated, in my opinion.
That's too many men. They had 7 guys on the ice when he touched that puck. Ref, are you not paying attention to your surroundings? Clearly not. 4 minutes left to go in the first period. 1-1 hockey game. Shots are 8-6 for Florida. 0 for 2 on the power play. They are. Arvidsson with a swing and a miss. Baseball season's in full force. Spring training's looking pretty good for the Blue Jays, by the way.
Watches as Ekblad was unable to deflect that out of the zone, so it's Draisaitl protecting against Gadget. Along the end boards, Barkov up the gut.
Wow, the Oilers actually had offensive zone pressure there for a while. Kudos to them. There's always a desperate GM, absolutely. And a lot of teams want an Evan Bouchard. They want a pure offensive defenseman. They don't care about his defensive stats. They want him to score points. They want him to be on their power play and boosh bomb it. We don't care if you're a -12 on our team. We're a bottom feeder. Anaheim, San Jose, Ottawa, Montreal. I can tell you a list of 7 teams off the top of my dome that would take Evan Bouchard in a heartbeat. Unfortunately, 2 of them are in the Pacific Division. But you got Buffalo, you got Montreal, you got Ottawa, San Jose, Anaheim, Chicago. Yeah, they got beat up on yesterday by the Phillies, but they're trying to see what their young guys are, and I love to see that. I love the fact that they're actually playing all their young sprout players and stretching them out, seeing what they really have. Yeah, I mean. No, Nurse is out. Nurse was never going to be traded. You're not trading Nurse. The problem with trading Nurse is you're going to piss off McDavid. Honestly, that's one guy in your organization you don't want to piss off. I think that's why trading Bouchard, it'll be the least of your agony in the dressing room.
Formerly of Vegas, among others, shot in by Nate Schmidt. It's his 5th team in 10 years for Nosa.
But that would be a thing, eh, Joe? Darnell Nurse traded.
Tried to go inside the court. Eric Kapanen, up until a couple games.
No, I know. I know you're joking, but that's pretty hilarious, though. Wouldn't that be something? Trade block, Darnell Nurse. I wonder what you could get for a Nurse, though. Like, I'm just being facetious and an asshole at this point. But I wonder what you could get for a Darnell Nurse. Could you get a top 6 forward? And draft picks. You'd obviously get a first-round draft pick. Oh, come on, Henrique. 2 minutes left to go in the first period, a 1-1 hockey game. Florida's 0 for 2 on the power play. Oilers have yet to get one, but it's coming. Food is ready. Nice. Really? Wow, that sucks, man. I'm kind of ignoring when they talk about Game 7. Are you watching the ESPN or TNT broadcast? Or are you watching the Sportsnet Florida Panther Lovejoy broadcast? You're not wrong. This is Bowman we were talking about. Yeah, I have to consider who the GM is. You never know. He might surprise. Oh, God.
Offensive zone face-off. Keep him out there for the last minute and a bit of this period to try and generate something.
Draisaitl going to be chased out. Barkov's not taking the
Oh, I would love to see Chicago beat Vegas tonight.
Fifth in the league coming in. Centering pass for McDavid. Beautiful cross seam, didn't pull the trigger. Kulak a shot. That's
1 minute left to go in the first period. 1 minute left to go in the first period.
Yeah, I think that's an opportunity. I think he's had a couple, and Draisaitl early as well.
I think McDavid needs to shoot more.
Sometimes it's about just getting that shot on the net.
Excuse me.
It was a beautiful pass by Klingberg, and for McDavid, he just kind of held on to it for a second, looking for something to open up. It would have been a tap-in back door, but a good opportunity in my eyes to have that shot mentality, as I say, and let her go.
Draisaitl chased out. McDavid against Barkov, who wins the face-off. Forsling goes up the right-hand side for Sam Reinhart. Juggled momentarily, now Verhaeghe. Back hits it in front, and Reinhart denied by Stuart Skinner. Klingberg was on him, still got the shot away. Verhaeghe to Barkov. Thrust back in front. Kulak left it in the corner for McDavid. And as we go inside a minute, this first period, Edmonton advances as far
Reacher's
as
such a good.
blue line, but well
Speaking of,
and that leads to an offside call. Again, Forsling in the mix. The subtle plays.
This Florida team hard going to the net, and they always have a
Hi.
chance. They always stop around that slot, and right here it's
go back upstairs.
Reinhart with a couple whacks at
Thank
the
you.
defensive play by Klingberg here to get
There you
into
go.
the lane. Make sure he's trying to tie up that stick. Goes off of the skate.
Reacher season 3 came out.
Dedicated presence in front
I know
of
what I'm
the
doing
field,
tonight.
and they do not budge. You have
Sorry,
to
Diane, I love you, but I'm gonna binge watch some
They're not just
Reacher.
gonna go quietly, and that's
Awesome. That's awesome, Joe.
And they found that slot a few times in this first period.
I love that show. I love it.
Moved off the dot, the neutral zone.
Ooh, $20 parlay Vegas Oilers.
The face-off.
Not bad.
All things considered.
Not risking the farm.
Nary an opportunity for Edmonton. The game
Well, here we go. Bouchard gives the puck, takes the puck. Oh, Jeff Skinner almost pots one.
deflected away.
A lot of hooking going on by the Florida defenseman. Imagine that not getting called, though, right?
Peels away for Sam Miskevich. 20 seconds to go in the period.
You get to watch the Crow tonight, yeah?
Rodriguez trying to burrow his way through, could not get it done. And
You can watch the Crow after I watch Reacher.
Pump one into the skates of Arvidsson, final 5 seconds.
And that's it for the first period, ladies and gentlemen, and ladies.
Kulikov will skate out for a minute. We've got a 1-1 stalemate.
Let's talk about the out-of-town scoreboard around the NHL. There's a few games on the schedule tonight. Just a fews. Oh. And then I'm going to leave you guys listening to the Ritz while I go get myself something to eat. It is supper time here in Edmonton. Well, at my house anyway. We try and have supper ready for the kids around 5:30. Oh, let's see if I remember how to do this with a raspy voice. Out-of-town scoreboard, the Islanders won, the Bruins nothing after one. After one, 2-2, San Jose, Montreal. Nothing after one, Blue Jackets, Wings. 1-0 Tampa over the Calgary Flames in the first intermission. Also in the first intermission, Oilers 1, Panthers 1. In the first intermission, Blues 2, Capitals 1. Womp womp. After one, Hurricanes 3, Sabres 1. With 11 minutes left to go in the first period, Flyers 1, Penguins nothing. Ouchies. Games still have yet to be started. The Jets are in Nashville to take on the Predators. The Wild are in Utah to take on the Hockey Club. The Blackhawks are in Vegas. The Canucks are in Anaheim. And that's it. Now that you got it good and understood. What a first period. What a first period. The rest of the first period breakdown. Shots were 9-7 for the Florida Panthers. Face-offs, 56-44% for the Florida Panthers. Power play percentage, 0 to not registered. 0 for 2 for Florida. Hits, 9-3 for Florida. Block shots, 8-3 for the Oilers. Giveaways, 4-2 for Florida. Actually, favors the Oilers there. Florida had 4 giveaways. The Oilers only had 2. And takeaways, the Florida Panthers had 2. The Oilers had 1. Wow. Brett Kulak gets a goal assisted by Podkolzin and Klingberg to tie the game up. After Beletsky's banks it off of Kulak's leg. So to be fair, Kulak gave up a goal, and then he got it right back. So, hey, take that for what it's worth. Kulak gets his 7th of the year. Wow. Also, that Kulak goal, Klingberg should have got a penalty for interference. If we are calling all things equal and we're calling a spade and a square, a hole, Klingberg should have got a penalty for that. Sorry, I'm not dying, guys. I swear. I'm not sure I want to see the new Crow. You just watched LA Confidential? That is such a great movie. That is a cult classic movie of mine. I love LA Confidential. I don't know if you play video games, but LA Noire, what a great video game. Yes, DeBrusque loves talking about the other team as much as he loves talking about his son. You didn't know his son plays for the Vancouver Canucks. Yeah, I need a snack too. That's why I'm leaving y'all to get one. Because I can. Right, he's eating dinner now. Oh, yeah. Little Tokyo. Yes. Showdown in Little Tokyo with Dolph Lundgren. Absolutely one of the best movies with Brandon Lee in it. Anyways, guys, enjoy the rest of the intermission. I'll be back. first thing that comes to mind is Big Trouble in Little China. Luke Shen, huh? He might not be a St. Louis Blue much longer, though, guys. A lot of these players might not be where they are in the next week or two. Oh, man. Good night. I was just telling Diane that they're thinking about or are in the process of making RDR 3 Dutch's story. They're going to go back to when Dutch joined the gang. And they're going to talk about him and his origin story. Because we already got John. And we already got Arthur. Ooh. How does that not go in? One hockey game here in Florida. All things considered, good period by the Oilers. It absolutely is. It'll be one game that I will never take off my Xbox. Other games will come and go, but RDR is here to stay. Yeah, that's really sad what happened to Gene Hackman, eh? Like, reports are coming out that it was days. Like, they've been gone for days. That is so sad. Legendary actor. Such a legend. He could do it all. Like, he could play the bad guy and then turn around the next movie he makes and be like this level-headed, kind, good guy. Like, I have to remind people, check your CO2s. Get a CO2 detector in your house if you don't have one already. It's a peace of mind, guys, like, because you never know what gases are leaking in your house. And most gases are odorless, and they fill quickly. Just a scary situation. Yeah. I said carbon monoxide. Don't you base on my words. I speak clear English. My English is okay. Also, can I buy a gold card for you Americans that are in here? Can somebody sponsor me to get a gold card? Ugh. Or is that just for the rich Saudis? Well, I'll give you a CO something other. I'll give you a CO 1, 2, 3. He got it. Dan got the joke. Dan got what I was saying. How do I get my hand on one of those? I mean, in theory, it's a great idea. But in practicality, I don't know how smart of an idea it will be. Donald Trump is nothing but entertaining. They should be orange cards. I think he wanted them to be orange, but somebody's like, no, Donald. No. Love him or hate him. He thinks outside the box. And he will put his country first above all else. So if you're American, that's kind of a good thing.
I said they've been outshot the last 4 games 7 times. In the first 46 games, they were outshot. That is it, 6 times in the last 13. So just start to generate some more chances in chaos by firing the puck.
Corey Perry's on that list, and I know you don't mind him scrapping up with A.J. Greer in that first period as well.
Florida Panther player rips Skinner's stick out of his hand. And no call on that either, I guess. We're not getting a power play this game, I feel. I feel like we're not going to get one of those. Power plays, what are those?
Skinner in that stretch since January 18th, so some grizzled veteran players that have still contributed, and Skinner has been in there in the lineup. Getting a little more of a look tonight, starts in the top 6. And
about time Coach Knobloch put Skinner in the top 6.
And that first period did not register a shot on net. And here's the thing, I know this is a skilled bunch. They can make plays, and when they do,
yeah.
we jump on
Mississippi Burning was
play, but when the
wow.
puck isn't going in the net, sometimes the best play is to get it there.
And the Oilers didn't do that when they needed it in the third period on Saturday against Philadelphia, and then went quietly the other night against Tampa.
Well, that's because a lot of them went for snackages after the intermission.
The 21-22 campaign, this 4-game losing streak, the first, endured on the watch of Chris Knobloch.
He's something.
Took over after a 4-game slide for the Oilers last November. Here's a backhander that's
big save made by Skinner. Like I said, I don't hate the guy at all. I'm not a huge fan of him, but I'm indifferent about him. Whatever helps him, it helps him grow North America as a whole. I'm for it. Excuse me.
Into the net again. It's a choppy backhand by Rodriguez, and he.
I think I only seen Mississippi Burning once.
By Skinner to hold on to it for the whistle. Good job by him to recognize.
But I'll definitely have to rewatch it.
Get a whistle, reset, some fresh legs on the ice.
Adam Henry.
Superman 2, another great movie. The Oilers got to stop losing face-offs in the defensive zone so cleanly.
Whipped ahead for Adam Henry. The drive, and that went off of Bobrovsky, and then the outside of the net, Louis. I'm inclined to agree with you. We haven't seen Bobrovsky at his best in the first 21 minutes. That shot should have been easily handled. Trying to keep his feet. Rundell knocked off balance. Chipped ahead. Janmark, Rinkwad, Emberson jumps up. And he got flattered into. Backing off, Nate Schmidt. Bolinskas, age 28.
You're not wrong, Epic.
Collision with Bouchard, who went down.
Has he fallen yet this game?
And it's a reset.
That's a good counter too there, Kimo.
Outscored and outshot the Florida
Arvidsson falls.
in the Stanley Cup final. Had better goaltending numbers, but lost in 7 games after spotting Florida 3-0 series lead. Barkov.
You're not wrong, man. Like, Jeff Skinner would have easily 20, 21 goals. That's why I don't... Wow, Oiler player gets dumped well after the puck is gone. There's a Bouchard good play. McDavid giveaway. Maybe we got to start doing McDavid giveaways. Dehane. I just saw the text. Nugent Hopkins wide open to go to the net, and what does he do? He fluffs it. Just, dude, you're not it this year, man. Like, you're...
McDavid having a chance to win his first cup. historic. Haven't seen it since 1942. Here's a drag move to the net by Corey Perry. That fails. Kulak, rather.
I'm not gonna lie, guy. Desharnais was one of my best. Like, really cool guy. I loved Desharnais when he was here, but he wanted too much money. He thought he was gonna be the next Chris Pronger, dude. Just take your $1 million and be happy with it.
Drops it off for A.J. Greer. Colson rattled by Gadjevich. Knocked down by Nate Schmidt, center ice. And thrust back in. Skinner will knock it down. Lindbergh up the right-hand side. Dosick back to the point. Ripped by Schmidt. Blocked and taken by Podkolzin. Lofted back through the middle. Hefty lead pass. Gadjevich shot.
What a save by Skinner.
By Stuart Skinner. Rebound thrown
Wow.
back to center. Schmidt punching free. Quick
Yeah, ref,
lead
maybe you should get out of the freaking way.
Free flowing first 4 minutes of the third period. Second period. Getting ahead of myself. Draisaitl.
There's a trip. Yay! You can call something. You can call something. Holy.
Oilers will look for their first lead.
Oilers get a power play.
This period brought to you by
5
Safeway.
minutes left
Play
into the
Safeway
second
My
period.
NHL picks weekly for your chance to win great prizes all season long.
Balinskis has been around this game tonight. Here he collides almost with Skinner, and just as he puts his stick down, he misses puck and takes the skates of Draisaitl out behind the net. First power play for Edmonton coming up, an opportunity. Power play starting to round into form and find goals.
Let's get a goal here, guys. Let's separate ourselves.
Time right now to take the lead.
Play Alberta power play.
You're not wrong, Epic. Not wrong.
Casino games and
But such a really nice guy. Like, I'm not talking about on the ice.
Glimpse of Paul Maurice momentarily. Second only to Scotty Bowman in games coached.
No, I know. That's who he kind himself to, right?
Quick equipment check.
But
involving
honestly, the guy is such a great human being off the ice. I don't care. Like, I get we got to have good players. But, man, off the ice, that guy was a beauty. Always made time for people. Oh, we're going down to 2 referees, 1 linesman. That sucks.
first period.
Now's the time to get away with everything, boys.
That involved basically a verbal warning to Leon Draisaitl. I don't think I'd ever seen that before. That's why I didn't speculate on the air, but we're pretty sure after reviewing the footage of the first period that we saw a play whistle down just for a verbal warning. Draisaitl, McDavid, Hyman, Nugent Hopkins, and
Draisaitl got a warning for what?
First power play of the game.
For calling a ref a fucking idiot, because he is?
Florida.
Man, these referees in this league are so soft. Just soft. S-A-W-F-T, soft.
Florida clears after a face-off win.
Oh, Draisaitl.
Kicks it back to McDavid. Nugent Hopkins. Bouchard back to Nugent Hopkins. Draisaitl. Back to Bouchard.
We're just passing it outside the perimeter.
Delivers to McDavid.
A 5-guy box passing. Passing.
Loads up, centers, deflected, and a one-timer healed wide by Draisaitl. That was a bouncing puck back to Bouchard. A wrist shot deflected wide. He still does not have a power play goal this year, despite 17 assists on the power play. And then Draisaitl, as he thrust it back to the point.
Holy fuck. The passy. 1 minute gone on the power play. 14:40 left to go in the second period. A 1-1 hockey game. Shots are 11-7 for Florida. And we do the same thing over and over. Give it to McDavid. They just stack 5 guys on the fucking blue line.
Across to Draisaitl. Now McDavid cutting around Nicola. Loading up. Trying to center for Hyman, and that was deflected over his stick and cleared.
It's predictable. My 5-year-old knows what the fucking Oilers are doing on the power play.
So Bouchard, the long toss to Nugent Hopkins. Kicks over Draisaitl. Rink wide to McDavid. 20 seconds left on the power play. McDavid. Open Nugent Hopkins. Draisaitl, a shot to save made by Bobrovsky.
What a pathetic power play.
Pass that if it's on the left skate, Louis, it's probably in the net. But it hit the right skate, and Draisaitl had to have time to load.
And that's why Nugent Hopkins was not happy. Right there, there's the stick that deflects this puck and doesn't allow it to
Just
pass.
passy.
Like, right here gets a good tip on it, Hyman, and that's the shot a defenseman is looking for. When you see a guy wide open in front, that's a grade A chance to tip and change it up. And in this one here, the pass you're talking about from Nugent Hopkins, just a little bit off target, which changes that angle a little bit for Draisaitl, slows him down in the one-timer, and allows Bobrovsky to get across and get into position for the save.
And you saw the whack of the stick. Nugent Hopkins, as Louis said, is mad at himself. Rich shot off the rush, stopped by Bobrovsky. Against Jeff Skinner. Wrap around and a save made by Bobrovsky.
There was an opportunity for Nugent Hopkins to one-time it on the first pass.
Quick dish. Full strength and a kick save made by Skinner. We got a delayed penalty coming against Edmonton. Stepping up to save. Bennett a shot. Save Skinner. Rebound to Ostarinen. Didn't shoot. One-timer Balinska. Save Skinner. Rebound. Another save. Stuart Skinner. Tremendous.
Stuart Skinner saving the fucking Oilers right now.
Who's managed just one goal in his last 16. Skinner with 3 terrific saves, getting some appreciative taps from Stetcher and Perry, but to the box and without a word is Jeff Skinner for a trip.
Well, here it is here as he tries to come in for the puck. He just takes the skates out of Forsling, and that's the penalty. And then a couple great saves here by Skinner. The one rebound, the second one, he's going to dive across to make that one. Power play coming up for Florida.
Closed captioning brought to you in part by Boston Pete.
This fucking power play, man, like... Ay. Stuart Skinner just saved the Oilers there. I don't know if it's enough for them not to get scored on the power play, but he just saved them there. You're not wrong. If McDavid would just let that fucking shot go. Let it go twice a power play. Even if you don't score on it, at least make the penalty kill. Respect the fact that you're going to fucking take the shot. No, we have 2 shooters. Bouchard and Draisaitl. I don't know what... I'm going to be honest with you guys. What the hell does Hopkins do out there? What does he do out there besides kill plays? Right? Like, what does he do? He stands there. He whiffs on the puck. He doesn't shoot when he should. I love the kid to death, but good God, man.
/50-50.
Figure your life out.
Florida power play, it's third of the game. Draw one by Henrique and fired up ice by Emerson. Nugent Hopkins and Ekholm round out the penalty killing quartet. Important
Absolutely. You're not wrong, Epic. Like, if you could just honestly open up and receive a pass and shoot more. Like, if we had one person other than Draisaitl and Bouchard shoot, if we had 3 shooters on the power play, we'd score at a clip. Well, we're 30 seconds in. They haven't scored yet. So let's hope that the Oilers kill it, get momentum, go and get a goal.
You look at the second period this season, it's been an excellent period for Edmonton except for the last 3 games. Goals against 9 in those 3 games, which is just uncharacteristic of them. It has been their best period in goal differential by far, plus 33 for the first 55 games. And something that you just kind of think is maybe an anomaly, but it's caught up to him here on this road swing.
Don't be sorry, man.
For the Four Nations break, but the start.
Don't be sorry. That's how I'm feeling too at this point.
Kills off the first 15, 20 seconds, 2 denied entries.
Until they prove us otherwise.
I'd like to do a good penalty kill so far.
Right?
Panthers a model of consistency through each period this year. Plus 9 in the first, plus 8 in the second, plus 9 in the third. Barkov. That doesn't go through to Verhaeghe. Thought he had scored a power play goal earlier in this game. Taken off the board for an offside.
1 minute left.
Been able to carve it back through the middle of the ice.
You're not wrong, Barbershop. Not wrong at all.
Brown trailing in. Reinhardt bumps it for Barkov. Charging the net. Verhaeghe. Cross ice. It was there. Bennett.
That's just too easy, though.
To gain control. Now a shot and a save made on Barkov by Stuart Skinner.
35 seconds left to go in the power play.
Dug it out, but Janmark was there to break it up. Brown wanted to send Janmark off to the races, but instead he'll settle for Stetcher, firing it down the middle and forcing Bobrovsky to give way to Verhaeghe as we're down to 20 seconds
right?
left on
Like,
this third power play for Florida.
I'll be positive enough for everybody. That's offside. Wow, that was 4 feet offside. Big save by Stu Skinner yet again.
Against Rodriguez.
Stu doing his job tonight.
True flexibility with customizable designs by Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers.
Defending in the lanes, Ekholm gets out with the stick and deflects this one up over top of the glass. Never makes it to Stuart Skinner.
No, there's a difference between negativity and observing. Observing what this team has done the last 3 games.
By the way, Mark Shuchuk, the linesman who was injured on a follow-through inadvertent slash from Rodriguez, is back. So
there you go. At least we're not down, right? Might have spoke too soon, though. Wow. I thought that went in.
And the rim off the glass ends up out of play with exactly 1 second left in the penalty to Jeff Skinner.
I thought that went in.
That's 9-3 in the second after 9-7 in the first. And Connor McDavid preparing.
I'm not going to lie to you guys, though. This losing streak has got to me thinking maybe there's something wrong. Like, I'll be completely frank. I wanted them to beat Tampa Bay so bad that when they didn't, I was very down. Don't be sorry, bud. Thank you for being here.
Skinner comes out. He'll join the fray. As it's pinned along the half wall.
Hey, man, you're good, man.
McDavid to Draisaitl. A return pass intended for McDavid. Good read by Mikkola. And now Florida 5-on-5.
They killed it.
Skinner now
3 power plays, no goals.
By Hyman, who joins McDavid and Draisaitl 5-on-5. McDavid a steal. On to Hyman. Wrist shot. And that went off Bobrovsky, and the rebound kept in brilliantly by Ekholm. Draisaitl likewise giving Edmonton a second chance, but carried out and shot in deep by Luis Arena. Oilers have won 12 of their last 14 games in this building during the regular season.
Woo.
Of course, in the Stanley Cup final.
In case you guys are late to the party, Florida got the first power play, didn't do nothing on it. Florida got the second power play, nothing on it. Florida got a goal by Beluski's 4th goal of the year, 1-0 Florida. Oilers get a goal by Kulak, his 7th of the year, assisted by Podkolzin and Klingberg, 1-1 after 1. Oilers finally get their first power play, but no shots, no goals. A bunch of passy. Florida gets their 3rd power play of the game, no goal. That's where we stand right now, 1-1, halfway through the game, halfway through the second period.
Talk about possession before position, and when it's not.
I don't think so. I don't think they need to make a trade. Here's the thing: don't make a trade just to make a trade. Make a trade that makes your team better.
Ahead for Samoskevich. Kulikov, wrist shot blocked by Nugent Hopkins. I also thought it was telling.
How's that not a hit from behind?
Rodriguez, back-to-back turnovers. Rodriguez again. And
Like,
Skinner has
good
to beat
God,
that
you
ball.
guys, get that puck out.
57 to go in the second period. So some dogged work by Rodriguez. Skinner cleans it up. He's
In all honesty, I get what you're saying, Munchie, make a trade, but I don't want Stan Bowman to make a trade just because we're making a trade. If you make a trade, make it one where you've either A, bolstered your defense, or B, made our team faster and tougher to play against. Like, don't just go out there and trade just because, well, our fan base wants something different. And it's like a GM friend of mine has said to me recently. You have to make two lineups. You have to make two rosters, let's say. You have to make a regular season roster, and you have to make a playoff roster with that same group. You can't just go out there. You're not wrong. I would love to bring Bukestad back. I would love to see Nick Bukestad back in an Oilers uniform. It's like the GM say. He said to me, he says, you have to make a regular season roster that can win enough games to get you into the playoffs. But then you have to have a roster that can withstand the playoffs grind, the playoff hitting, the playoff temperature. There's two seasons. There's the regular season, you need to have a roster for that. And then there's the playoff season, and you have to have a roster for that. And it's the GMs and the teams that have a mix of both that succeed. Finding that balance is hard, though, especially in a cap era.
Face off in honor of that. McDonald's in Newmarket, his hometown, renamed McDavid's to honor Connor for what he was able to accomplish. Franchise owner Peter Miller said he's never seen McDonald's so excited about a hometown hero. The Big Mac David will now stay on the menu a little longer, and even though he's no small fry, you can get small fries for 97 cents.
Small fries for 97 cents in Newmarket? Sign me up.
On Saturday, there's where you can see it, 6:30 Eastern. It is Edmonton and Carolina.
See, the knockoff that I remember, McDowell's. Drysdale and Kapanen back to Drysdale, backhander off the side of the post. Remember coming to America?
Oilers are buzzing.
Here's that going to America. Kapanen will shovel it down low. The Golden Arcs instead of the Golden Arches. There's that goal. They made it another one. Did you watch that? I remember. Yeah, I thought it was decent, actually. Here's Nosek. Thought I was telling that they put Nosek and Gadjevich out there for the back end of that McDavid-Draisaitl shift as well. Paul Maurice, a lot of confidence.
That's a lot of holding the stick. Holy crap.
And one of the reasons they're the Cup champs. You have to rely on all four lines, all six defensemen throughout the season, especially in the playoffs, and he was willing to, put that trust in players to go out there and get a job done.
Verhaeghe from Forsland. Cross-seamer to Reinhart. Verhaeghe knocked off a stick by Kulak, but Reinhart is there with secondary support. Barkov tries to duck inside on Nugent Hopkins. Those two continue to grapple for puck possession. Barkov comes out of the fray, defended by Klingberg, centering past Reinhart, trying to center, and Skinner comes out to pull it to his chest as Reinhart jabbed away with 8.5 to go in this second.
Shots are 20-10 for Florida.
And a 1-1 tie.
Scores 1-1.
Well, this one kind of manufactures right off the face-off. Good inside move by Podkolzin and leads to a little bit of a 3-on-1. Again, Nikola just gets a little piece of this one that slows it down. Otherwise, it would have been a redirection for Draisaitl. And then he tries to bank it off of Bobrovsky. And here's another good defensive stick again by Kulak at the other end. Doesn't allow that pass across by Reinhart.
Oilers are getting worked in the face-off dot, worked in the shot department, but hey, they're holding their own.
Reason why we've been talking about get the shot on net.
Oh, that's an elbow. Holy shit.
Now operates against Henry.
Reverse hit elbow. Draisaitl gets called for that at least once a game. Can't go wrong with Reacher and the Oilers, eh? If only the Oilers played like the Reacher.
A little bit during this recent rough patch, but has seen the Oilers go 2-5-1 in their last 8 games. And they haven't won in regulation in any of those 8 games. Only overtime wins in St. Louis and Chicago a couple weeks back. And Mark dumps it in.
Good hit there.
Knock it down. Kulikov and Nikola trade the puck for Florida. McDavid pries it loose.
Oh, offside. Bouchard blunders.
Been slashed, but it's an offside against
He actually hasn't blundered yet.
James H. Brown Injury Lawyers.
Bouchard's actually been a pretty stable defenseman tonight. I may have just jinxed it. Everyone would be dead, yeah.
Between Rodriguez and McDavid, who's now going to be sent off the dot. Nugent Hopkins. And a lot of that in this game and in this season. Nugent Hopkins wins the draw. McDavid pops it over to Bouchard. Edmonton's been a good face-off team this year. Here's Ekholm drive, a save made. Bobrovsky rebound available.
Wow, Oilers got to get that rebound in there, though. Bobrovsky's leaking. He makes Reacher look small? Is that fucking possible?
Shorting the legs, finishing his check on Forsling. And now McDavid back to Ekholm, showing Slapper over to Bouchard. Drag move through Rodriguez.
Wow.
Maintains, shoots, save Bobrovsky, juicy rebound. Panthers come away with it. And a lunging play to get it out by Samoskevich. Here's McDavid. Bouchard gives it back to him. Nugent Hopkins.
Oh, Ekholm. If you could just hit that net. Icing coming up for Florida, though. Those guys are tired. What a shift. What a shift by that line. Not rewarded, but what a shift. Draisaitl, go out there, do your job, kid.
From the point, but again, it's the presence of Hyman in front. Gets in the eyes, right in front of Bobrovsky. Look at that line. Pretty hard to pick this one up late, but he does. But it was sitting there for a second, as you mentioned.
Bouchard is.
And then the nice entry back into the zone.
Maybe
again.
that is a thing. We can't have Bouchard and Nurse on the ice at the same time. Or in the lineup at the same time.
But the chaos that it creates on trying to find the rebound.
I'm creating controversy in Oilers Nation.
Looking at you as the offensive team.
I just said.
A lot of penalties are drawn after that second shot, third opportunity, or lack thereof, because you've taken a penalty to deny it.
And if you're going to the net, sometimes you get a 2-on-1 down low on a rebound.
But you needed to win that face-off, though.
Inside for Florida. Panthers needed that. They got it in deep, and Barkov looking to restore order. This is such a stabilizing influence for this Florida club. Here's Verhaeghe. Backhands in front. Shot Kulikov, missed high glove. Remember, he was briefly an Oiler. Nikola around the boards. Shoved back in front by Barkov. Then angled for Kulikov, who forced it back in. Kulikov, second tour of duty now with Florida. Of course, originally drafted by the Panthers middle of the first round back in 2009.
7 different teams coming back to the original team that drafted him.
You're not wrong, Trucker.
14th overall, and then won the Stanley Cup with him last year. So a pretty credible journey for Kulikov, who, as you mentioned, was once an Oiler for a brief period of time.
Verhaeghe centering pass, and Reinhart had his pocket picked from behind. Janmark, a sound defensive play. Game tied at 1-5.
Hey, Oilers are battling.
Balinskis up the gut.
Full marks to this Edmonton Oilers team that showed up tonight.
Oilers next in action Saturday night in Raleigh, North Carolina against the suddenly struggling Carolina Hurricanes. Henry, bodies draped all over him. Puck rolls outside the zone, tossed back in by Nate Schmidt.
Getting hemmed in, though. 5 minutes left to go in the second period. 1-1 is the score. 20-12 are the shots for the Florida Panthers. You know, Munchie, I would really love to prove you right on that.
They gain the line. Shake off Stetcher. End along the end boards, Boquist. Able to wrestle it free with help from Lundell. Forsling a shot and a save by Skinner. Forsling has scored 9 times this year. Ekblad keeps it in. He centers deflected home.
How are you not calling that a penalty? How are you not calling that a penalty? The The guy is holding on to the stick of the Oiler defenseman with his own hand. What are you watching, referee?
Edmonton had a couple chances to clear this puck out of the zone in possession, but both times it's turned over once again. On hard work the first time by the Panthers.
McDavid gets fucking dunked in front of the ice. What the fuck are you watching?
And they're just winning a few more battles in the offensive zone than Edmonton is. A good pushback by Edmonton to try and get the next one with this shot by Ekblad. Lundell right there in the spot, perfectly redirected. To take the 2-1 lead, but you give a team second, third opportunities, they're going to make you pay, and that's exactly what happened on that sequence in the defensive zone.
Can you imagine if that was Darnell Nurse cross-checking a Florida Panther forward, or if that was Hyman in front of that cross-checking a Florida Panther defenseman? How quickly that fucking arm goes up. Holding the stick, cross-checking. Fucking ridiculous, man. But the Oilers need to clear that fucking puck out. Get the fucking puck out, you...
And just stayed out. Bouchard from center. That might have caught a piece of the goalpost on its way down from the crossbar. That was really close. Settled by Bouchard. Looking.
Shoot, Bouchard!
Still looking. Waiting. Shooting. Blocked. Rebound open. The close and denied.
Cross check! Call the fucking penalty, you piece of shit!
Out to Kulak. Play continues here. Kapanen.
More cross-checking.
Circling. Good timer Kulak and a save made by Bronski.
Like, fuck you, you piece of shit, ref.
Kept alive. Here's McDavid. Up
More cross-checking.
desperately needs a whistle. McDavid tries to open. Kulak denied. Bobrovsky. Rebound. Nosek. And he hammered it off the plexi back to
Man, they can get away with so much fucking crap. So much holding and cross-checks.
Walks in, turns it over. Panthers up the gut. Here's a chance the other way. Rodriguez a shot. Save made by Skinner. Rebound. Dribble at his feet. Rodriguez does not have his stick. Appears to be a little bit shaken up. All of a sudden the crowd wrapped up. Here's McDavid looking for the equalizer.
David loses the puck. McDavid Drysdale overskates it.
Up the left-hand side. And it's Samuskevich unable to get it down low. And off that turnover, here's Drysdale gets low.
Scores! Drysdale! 2-2! Holy frick! What a sequence!
Everybody in the car, so come on, let's ride to the liquor store around the corner. The boys say they want some gin and juice, but I really don't wanna. Feel buzz like I had last week. I must stay because coffee is cheap. Like Angela, Pamela, Sandra, and Rita. And as I continue, you know they get sweeter. So what can I do? I really value my lord. To me, flirting is just like a boy. Anything fly, it's all good. Let me jump in and sing in the trumpet. A little bit of Monica in my life. A little bit of Erica by my side. A little bit of Rita, all I need. A little bit of Rita, what I see. A little bit of Sandra in the sun. A little bit of Mary all night long.
More than once. He likes a guy
Jesus, Murphy, though. What a freaking sequence of events that was.
He likes to feel that pressure.
But the Oilers got to learn how to clean up their act in the defensive zone.
Skevich, a dreadful turnover.
Just gotta stop with the stupid turnovers.
Nugent Hopkins.
Here we go again. Ekholm. Jeff Skinner, give it to him.
To center.
Ekholm was just half second too late, half second slow.
By Barkov as we go inside, 2 minutes to
That's
play.
freaking hockey, though, man. Like,
Ekholm off a drop-off. From Nugent Hopkins, right side, Arvidsson.
1.5 left to go in the second period. Whoo!
Once again,
If you've got a bad ticker.
in the quick response, exactly 2 minutes after the Lundell goal, the Oilers were able to get the game even. The same thing happened in the first period when Kulak scored 2 minutes.
The Oilers got to learn how to score the first goal, not the retaliatory goal.
Forcing up the left-hand side. And again, we talked about the front-running ability of Florida. So important to get back even right away. The Panthers are 24-2 when they lead after 2.
1 minute left to go in the second period. Tie a game 2-2. Shots are 24-16.
Circling, centering, and
I feel like the Oilers should start playing dirty. Like I said in the offside. That's definitely offside. Don't get mad. That's offside. I said this in the pregame. By hook or by crook, this team needs to win a fucking game. If that means taking out Bobrovsky, then take out Bobrovsky. I don't care if that's dirty hockey, dirty pool. This team needs to learn how to win by hook or by crook. No more clean, fancy, we're better than you at hockey. Get dirty. Get muggy. Get some mud and blood on you. Like, Jesus. Pretty hockey will not win you the Stanley Cup. Lundell's 14th made it 2-1 for Florida. Draisaitl's 44th, assisted by Klingberg. 2 points for Klingberg. Interesting. Klingberg is playing where Darnell Nurse usually plays. Maybe we're on to something, folks. Maybe he's not as bad as everybody was saying he was 3 days ago. Obviously, that's not everybody, but there's some clowns that are part of the Oilers sphere that said Klingberg was a bust and Klingberg shouldn't be playing for the Oilers, this, that, and the other. I think he's here to tell you guys to shut the you-know-what up. What is the fine for punching out a ref? I believe it's $25,000. Talking about a ref post-game is a $25,000 fine, a $50,000 fine for a coach, and if the GM or owner does it, it's a $100,000 fine for them. Yeah, it's pretty hefty to even talk about an official. You're not allowed to say anything negative about NHL officiating. If you do, you get fined.
And his tide is
ridiculous.
Off the draw, Verhaeghe centering pass.
What's the fine for a fan taking a crowbar to the ref's kneecaps before or after a game?
For McDavid.
Priceless?
5-on-5 with Hyman and Draisaitl for the final 45 seconds. Edmonton looking for.
You're not wrong, Barbershop. You're not wrong. This is absolutely a game that you can build off of.
Draisaitl with career goal number 391.
Wow, Ekblad, you get away with so much shit.
For fourth on the all-time Oiler list, Gretzky, Curry, Anderson. Here's Connor McDavid. Back to He's up on Draisaitl's tape. Bouchard, 10 seconds. That shot pinball back.
And that's it for the second period.
Bouchard will be content with a
Excuse me.
after 40 minutes.
Oh, Oilers are good. How are you today, sir?
But each time the Panthers have pushed.
That's the problem. Each time the Panthers have scored to take the lead, the Oilers. You're not really saying that, sir. I respect you too much to call you out on it, but you're not really saying that. Just a second. I have to be respectful to you, but I will tell you this. Nobody wants Gibson, and Anaheim will not trade John Gibson for anything less than a starting goalie, a top prospect, and a first-round draft pick. That is the asking price for Gibson. No, you're not understanding. Gibson wants to go to two teams. He wants to go to Carolina, or he wants to come to Edmonton. Anaheim doesn't want to trade Gibson. Edmonton doesn't want to trade Skinner. They don't want to trade Matthew Savoy, and they don't have a first-round pick to get rid of. That's exactly it. That's way too much. That's the asking price that Anaheim wants. If you want Gibson, that's their price. That's why Gibson hasn't been traded, and that's why Gibson won't be traded. because they want to have Gibson part of next year when they're good again. To me personally, I don't think he's an upgrade on what we have. Let me say this. I will tell you this much for free. I will entertain the fact that the Oilers do need to upgrade on goaltender. I disagree with you there. I don't think Skinner's a backup at all. I honestly don't think he's a backup. I think Stuart Skinner is a starting goalie in the NHL. His wins and losses, the fact that he took this team to Game 7 last year, and in his Calder year, he was runner-up for Rookie of the Year as a goalie. When was the last time you saw that? That all said, moving forward this year and into the playoffs, if the reason the Oilers slump in the standings to a wild card is Stuart Skinner, and if the reason the Oilers lose in the playoffs is mainly because Stuart Skinner can't make that big save when needed, then I will entertain the fact that, yes, we need to upgrade on goaltending in the offseason. The offseason is when you can go out and you can make the big move trade because the salary cap is going up to another $6 million next year. Yes and no. I can entertain that. Play him less. I am all for our goalies playing less. I am all for a better split for goalie backup situation. But to flat out say that Skinner's not a starting goalie is uneducated. We got to remember the guy's only 25 years old. It's not like he's a 30, 31, 32-year-old goalie and has had 10 seasons in the NHL, and he's playing crappy like this. And you got to remember, too, he's not making $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10 million. He's making 2.1 or 2 point something. Where's Jack Campbell when you need him? Oh, God. On a beach somewhere getting mental help. And that's not a knock on Jack Campbell. That is, he's in a facility getting the help he needs, and it's power to him. Anyways, guys, we're going to talk about the out of town scoreboard before I lose my ever loving voice. Brett Kulak's a man on a mission today, folks. Don't call him Mr. Kulak. All right, guys. Wow. What scores. 12 games in total tonight. After 2, Islanders 2, Bruins nothing. After 2, Sharks 3, Canadians 2. After 2, Blue Jackets 4, Red Wings 2. After 2, Flames nothing, Lightning 1. After 2, Oilers 2, Panthers 2. After 2, Blues 4, Washington 2. After 2, Hurricanes 4, Sabres 1. Halfway through the second period, Flyers 3, Penguins 1. God damn, get Crosby out of Pittsburgh. After 1, Jets 1, Predators 2. Game still yet to be underway. Minnesota takes on Utah in Utah. The Blackhawks are in Vegas to take on the Knights, and the Canucks are in Anaheim to take on the Ducks. A game that I will watch with full-heartedness will be the Blackhawks Golden Knights game. I might tune into the Canucks-Ducks game, just kind of switch it back and forth, but yeah, definitely be keeping an eye on that Golden Knights-Blackhawks game. Who's going after Rantanen? Oh, I get the Lucky Charm being brought down. I got to be on my best behavior. I don't think they need an upgrade. I don't think the upgrade at goalie is the problem. What it is our defense sucks right now. Our power play is soft our defense is showing no heart, and our forwards are giving the puck away at either blue line. It's a calamity of errors. I don't know if you guys watched Devin Dubnik's podcast when he was on with Oilers Nation, but he said right now the Oilers goaltending, they don't trust the players, and the players don't trust the goalies. So how can we trust the players as a goalie when they're giving the puck away 15 feet in front of you, but how can we trust a goalie as a player when they're letting in soft goals? We're going to quote unquote soft goals. Both need to pull on the same rope. Leafs looking good. Not sure they need to. The Leafs don't need to make a trade, but knowing the Leafs, they'll probably do one anyway. Hi, you. Love you. I'll see you in the morning. Sleep the whole night through, please. Please. For the love of God, sleep the whole night through. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, did you just wake up from your nap?
She has already had about half of a pierogi.
Half of a pierogi?
And then she threw it on the floor.
Okay, well. All right, you come here. Hi.
Okay.
Rantanen. Who's going after Rantanen? Joe? The Oilers?
Toronto.
Oh, Toronto? Good luck with that. Why? So they could pay him $13 million, pay Mitch Marner $13 million? Apparently, that's what Mitch Marner wants. Well, his agent wants him to make $13.5 million next season. Hollebuck would be nice for regular season, but Hollebuck in playoffs, not so nice. That's one thing people don't understand. Connor Hollebuck, great regular season goalie. I would have him in the top 2, just under Vasilevsky for regular season goalies. Come to playoff time, oh boy, that guy forgets to show up. Apparently he only shows up when he gets paid, because they don't get paid for playoffs. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Oilers are good. Like, they're not making past first round no matter what they do. Really? Your NHL 25 rebuild is better than the Leafs team? Yeah. If I can not be sick, like, honestly, guys, after I do these streams, my energy level is completely depleted. I get off here, I go upstairs, I stare at a TV screen for like 5 seconds, and I pass out. I don't have energy to play anything, and I want to play some NHL. Golf comes out tonight at midnight. I might stay up just to play that. Thus, I have the Energico drink. You always have to sacrifice top prospect like Savoy and Aki to upgrade goalies. It's either Gibson, Bennington, or Savoy Aki. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, Renegade. And that's the problem that people don't understand. You can't have good forwards and good defensemen and a good goalie. Unless you draft a goalie like Vasilevsky, like Connor Hollebuck in late rounds, and they just become diamonds. Skinner could be a diamond. We're not, but he's got to prove it, right? What? They should hire you? Absolutely. Get a petition started. Edmonton Oilers are good. Should be the next GM of the Edmonton Oilers. President, GM, coach, equipment manager. You're not wrong. You're not wrong about Price having no help in Montreal, whereas Vasilevsky has had a lot of help. Like I said, I'd still put Vasilevsky ahead of Price just because of the help and the playoff success. Hi. So if you're the Oilers, what do you do next season? Obviously, the Bouchard contract is coming up. That's a talking point. Obviously, the McDavid contract is coming up. That's a huge talking point. Keep your cough to yourself, thank you. You cover your cough. What? 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 You found your finger? Yeah? What? I don't need to chew your shirt, no. It's your shirt. You chew on it. Doesn't taste good, does it? Like, honestly, I'm okay with a sign and trade as far as Bouchard goes. Because we do have Boa Key coming up. Hi, that's my nose. You want to play nose bop? Bop. Bop. That's the thing for me. Like, we have the defenseman coming up in the system. We just need to hold out to get there to see how good a Key really is. If Boa Key's as good as I think he is going to be for the Oilers, we could trade a Bouchard, and it won't hurt us. You are big brain. Big brain, small head. I guess it's better than being small brain, big head, but what are you pointing at? What? Bah, what? It's an Oilers flag. Yeah, Oilers flag. Yeah, that's an Oilers logo. Yes, Oilers everywhere. Yeah. Some hockey. You're not wrong. I honestly think Nashville is going to be a team, if you want to get a stud defenseman, and if you have the prospects and the trade value, I think Roman Josi is a guy that a lot of teams are going to look at. Well, you can't pry him out of Calgary. He's in the AHL right now because he cleared waivers. Calgary put Barry on waivers 2 days ago. He cleared. He's now playing for the Wranglers. Yeah, I've heard mixed reviews about that. What? Yeah? Do you want to go sit in your chair? Well, if I put you in there, you're just going to cry. Yeah. Just fleece them completely, eh? Just like NHL 25 GM mode, accept all trades. Sidney Crosby to Edmonton for a first-round pick and 3 low-level prospects. What are you doing? Also, the Oilers can't do anything because unfortunately the Evander Kane situation is going to screw the Oilers. I have news on that front. I will spill the beans after the game. I have fresh off the press news about that. I would trade Bouchard for defenseman right away. 1 for 1. Absolutely. Obviously, we'd have to throw in a sweetener because Bouchard. The thing about it is Bouchard's contract is really, this year, Bouchard's contract is team friendly. It's next year when he signs his new deal that becomes sketch. So if the Oilers were to trade Bouchard, and I'm not saying they're going to. I'm just saying if the Oilers were to entertain trading Bouchard, this trade deadline may be the time to do it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we're almost ready to start the third period. The third. They're not better than this team. This other team right now? Forget that noise. Unless you made all your players like Gretzky, Morio, all those guys. Yeah, I don't see that.
7 consecutive games with a goal. Tied for 6th longest in
Big
Oilers
David
history.
guy's
And
so
our
dust.
closer look brought to you by Specsavers. Quality eyewear and eye care should be affordable for all.
You
Shop
definitely
on
have Morio
Specsavers.
Lemieux, Wayne Gretzky, Luke Robitaille, Yuri Curry,
goal for Leon Draisaitl. This is what
Pont,
he's done all year
Lafleur.
long. When he gets an opportunity like this, fights off the checkerboard's length, the strength to bring it with one hand, backhand to forehand.
And that's
and
it. You've
elevate
got
up
all
to the top of the
99
blocker
overall
to
guys
tie
on
this
your
game
line.
2-2.
You must not have salary cap
road
on.
trip, Jack, since the Four Nations
This guy.
break.
This
Edmonton's
guy.
been in the game in the third period. A tied game going into the third. So
You know
much
what? I
better
did
effort
almost
for
the
them
same
in
thing,
this one.
except I have salary cap on. But I made them their salaries at $1 million each for 8 years. So I have them for 8 years at all $1 million each.
3-1 in Tampa. Very quiet final 10.5 minutes in Tampa the other night where they didn't even manage a shot on net. Henrique wins the
We're underway in the third period.
by Ty Emerson. That's going to be settled because it was played before the goal line. Here's Luo Storina. Anton Lundell briefly made it 2-1 again. Both times Florida scored. Edmonton has come right back 2 minutes later.
Oh, your brother says hi.
Denied by
You wanna
Skinner
look
from
over there and say
distance,
hi?
and that's tossed off the
Hi.
ice and out by Troy Stetcher. Lundell picks it up over the line, dishes. And that pass into the feet of Boakmist. Pressure coming from Henry. Edmonton without defenseman Darnell Nurse tonight. Florida without Matthew Tkachuk. So some key people missing from a game that nevertheless features two
You
of the
are
teams
getting
expected
heavy on
to
my
challenge
right.
once again to repeat as conference champions. For Florida, it would be a third consecutive trip to the Stanley Cup Final. Driving in Arvidsson. Meaning Florida and Tampa would have back-to-back three-peats as far as Eastern Conference
Hi, Rosie
champions.
says,
Sunshine
oh,
State
what a big smile.
has been filled with
Did you just give
sunshine,
him a big
though
smile?
in terms of who's represented the East lately.
And it usually goes that way, doesn't it? As Empty
Big
leading such a
smiles.
strong team for so long. Anybody else in the conference, but especially the division, had to get better to compete. I think it's safe to say the Panthers have done that.
You're not wrong, Renegade. Dakota Joshua would fit so well in Edmonton.
Out toward Draisaitl, and now Victor Arvidsson attacks the net.
Unfortunately, Vancouver would have to miss the playoffs for that to
Arvidsson
happen.
swallows him up, but following up, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins fires a pass to McDavid. A backhand.
McDavid shot saved by Bobrovsky.
Got it with the right shoulder, and the Panthers are able to clear.
No, we don't need offense.
Flick in the backhand
Dakota
by
Joshua
McDavid.
does not bring offense.
Good save.
First shot
He's
on
a
net
shut
for
down,
Connor
shut your
McDavid.
mouth kind of guy.
Sent in deep by the Oilers. Not that he's been devoid of chances. You'll recall a mid-air whack at it in the first period where he went skate to stick. Here's Nugent-Hopkins.
I'm glad I'm enjoying half
By
the stuff that he said.
Samoskevich, whose turnover late in that second period led to the equalizer registered by Draisaitl. Nugent-Hopkins guides one back to Stetcher. He'll walk the line and shoot. And that was redirected in the corner by McDavid. Hovering close by Zach Hyman. He tried to center, was picked
Zach
up.
Hyman, bad giveaway.
Rodriguez sent it up the right-hand side and a big hit.
Really?
Stetcher jackknife
Says
Samoskevich
who?
over the boards. Now Rodriguez is open. Denied by Skinner. Rebound. And
Did that really
stays out.
happen?
Another centering pass
Did
off
that
the
really
tape
happen
of
to you?
Sam Bennett. And the Oilers get it clear where it's
Who's
kneed
the bad
down
person that did that?
by Malinskis. AJ Greer got
Oh,
popped.
yeah.
A few times Rodriguez has been in that
Oh,
spot
God.
with the puck on his stick.
Such good games against Edmonton. We talked about his production in the Stanley Cup final. Here's Vasily Podkolzin.
Are we clapping?
Down the boards.
You can clap when you lose your goal. When you lose your goal, we go, yay!
Rebound Podkolzin. Under pressure. Back to John Klingberg's shot. And a save made by Bobrovsky against Klingberg, who's assisted on both Oilers.
No, Travis Dermott went to the AHL, Bakersfield.
Games
He didn't clear customs.
Good pressure here early in the third period for Edmonton. Here's that chance by McDavid. It's that quick little backhand. He tries to elevate up over top of the blocker. And Bobrovsky with a nice little punch-away save on that one.
Well, didn't join the team, sorry.
Finish.
I don't know if he's leading in Edmonton or if he's down in Bakersfield.
Again,
I know he's back being an Oiler.
Slot and then just turned quickly and fired that one on Skinner. It was way
Darnell Nurse may be longer than day-to-day, depending on what the doctors say back in Edmonton. Oh my goodness.
Scored in the regular season coming in. Big reason why Edmonton's had a lot of success in the regular season.
I don't know if you guys watched the game against Tampa, but Darnell Nurse took a tumble pretty damn hard and went backwards.
Face off.
Yeah, I agree, Epic, but they needed AHL defensive help. The Bakersfield Condors are hurting units down there.
A blast by Klingberg got blocked. Here's Bookfist.
Thank you for that. Yeah, I wasn't 100% sure on that.
3.5 going by in the third.
He's good depth, absolutely. But as it stands right now, he's AHL. And guys, Bakersfield needs help, man. They're losing too. No, you can't have this. This is too hard on your throat. Thanks for coming out, though.
44 goals, 88 points. 44, 44, 88. Just symmetry in that scoreline. He's 2 points out of the NHL scoring lead right now. He's got an 11 goal lead in the race for the Rocket Richard. Louis, are you ready to call it yet, or are we not quite there? I mean, it's a big lead. It's a third of the year
stage of the season. Yeah, exactly. That's a lot to make up. There's one guy that's putting the puck in the net right now, starting to get hot again, Ovechkin, but I think it's going to be a tough margin to make up. A little extra here after the whistle. Haven't seen a lot of this in this game, considering they both saw each other in the Stanley Cup final, Game 7, the last time in this building. They've been pretty quiet.
Well, Lou's not in the game.
One little scrap. Yeah, exactly. Matthew Chuck here. That's at least, I don't know, I'd say 8 to 10 punches to the head at least.
And Nurse would probably be throwing about 5 of those.
Nurse
in retaliation.
Yeah. Nurse not in the lineup as well. He's usually the one that's
honestly,
doing this in front
I
of
don't
his own
like the
net,
news that I
making
heard from
guys are
that
in there,
case.
right?
Yeah.
But Arvidsson, who's been pretty
But
feisty
I understand
the
it from
last
his
few
point.
games, and you like to see that from him. A little frustrated with the way the puck's not going in the net for him. But he's starting to elevate in other ways. And that's a good sign. Dig in. Compete.
Stetcher lifts it ahead. Yanmark and Brown join the fray in the Florida zone.
You are squirmy. You're a little worm.
Edmonton trying to snap a season-long 4-game slide. Henrique. Yanmark.
Yeah, he hasn't played very well lately.
Against Rodriguez. Tried to center. Picked off by Sam Bennett.
Whoa. Okay, Standy.
Ran in for Schmidt. Up to the red line.
No,
dumps
you
it
can't
in.
climb my body with
Change
your
coming. For Florida, Samoskevich finishes his check on Ty Emberson. Stetcher works his way around Evan Rodriguez. And now Emberson will wait for the line change to take place.
Wait. No.
David on the ice. Joined by Nugent, Hopkins, and Hyman. Hyman shot forced wide off the rush. McDavid held the zone.
Ow.
Gave it back to Hyman. Cuts in. Pull check Bobrovsky, and it ends up rolling into the corner. Nugent Hopkins all of a sudden has some room.
Put you on your belly,
Backing off was
and you're just going to lay there.
McDavid gives it up. Bouchard a blast, and that's caught cleanly by Bobrovsky.
Wondering about Ozempic? Just ask your doctor.
Good work here to come up with this puck a second and third time. This blast from the point, the 12th shot of the 21 from defensemen of the Oilers in this game so far. Jack, that really does tell you the tale of how difficult it's been around the net in front of Bobrovsky. The Florida Panthers are a team that really dig in defending and don't give you a whole lot of time and space, but for Edmonton have to dig a little deeper to try and find those high quality chances and second opportunities around the net.
14:50 left to go in the third period.
That's one of the reasons
2-2's the score.
I concur with your statement that they're still in the game.
27-21 the shots for Florida.
That's the key.
They were 20-10 at one point.
This is a team that
You tell me, you think she's done?
the puck well. Here's Draisaitl.
Another steal. Kulikov trailing, lost his stick
No.
on the altercation to Draisaitl as he looks to retrieve new lumber. Think about how much more that paddle must eat up down there.
There you got it again. You can't not hit it.
Lift it out. Back towards center. Leroux straight and gives way to Arvidsson. A blast.
Oh, Arvidsson, what a save by
Off the
Bobrovsky, though.
glass and out. Bobrovsky may have gotten a piece. Arvidsson was desperately trying to settle that puck down.
Yeah, the
Really?
right idea. Try and take this shot away. Draisaitl with a nice play to hesitate. Takes the hit to make this play, and this one just
Off the crossbar.
Brings the ball
Off the
on that
crossbar.
blast.
I thought
He did win the
got a
hardest
piece.
shot this year for Edmonton, so he can crank the puck.
All right,
Yeah,
so we're
we've
doing
talked
this.
about
We're doing the
shooting a little
one-arm
more often.
curls.
I don't mind that at all.
You know, you're
Do
not
miss
that
by
much.
much.
I thought it caught a piece of Bobrovsky, but it hit the crossbar. Face-off win for Nosek.
Who needs a gym?
Fired up the middle.
Who needs a gym when you got
Penalty
kids?
Right off the whistle.
Number 5, Florida, 2 minutes interference.
Oh, power play
Ekblad
Edmonton.
for
We'll take that.
interference. Oilers' second power play and an opportunity for Edmonton to lead for the first time. Ekblad can't believe it.
What do you mean you can't believe it? You got away with so much earlier.
In the penalty box here.
Where are you going?
The left ear screen off the face-off. He comes in, and because he moves back,
Oh, it is a
this
great
is extra
workout.
shove on Bud Colson.
Huh? I said, who needs a gym?
Yeah, he finished him against the boards. I agree.
Who
Probably
needs to
gets
spend
away
hundreds
with
of dollars
the
on gym
but when you
memberships?
finish it, you make it
Kids.
obvious.
I think the first little bump he gets away with because he cross-checked him into the boards is where it's called. But an opportunity here for Edmonton. They don't ask you how many typically. It's when these goals are scored in the power play. This is a big opportunity in a game in which
Exactly,
for the first
Barbershop.
time in
Now
4,
score.
they're
Oh, you're
in
not
the
wrong,
third.
Diane. Don't forget to work
Draisaitl
both
one
arms
timer,
equally.
that was blocked by Mikkola.
Otherwise, one arm's going to look like Confederate
Kept it
Hall.
in for McDavid. Nugent Hopkins in front.
And the other arm's going to look like DJ Quills.
Draisaitl protecting, maintains the zone.
You guys don't know who DJ Quills is.
One man. Now dishes off Nugent Hopkins. Pressure from
Boy.
Mikkola. Bouchard, McDavid, Draisaitl.
Come on, Oilers, get a goal here.
Goals this year, tied for league lead.
Shoot that, Connor.
Draisaitl watches McDavid shoot, and that was blocked. Rebound. Nugent Hopkins did well to hold the zone. Reinhart did not get it out. Florida's had some chances. Reinhart again, and this time it does get out. Barkov and Reinhart come up ice. Reinhart centers and Barkov.
You can't let that go, though.
That one home.
Come on, Edmonton.
Remember, this
Come
is the
on.
team that leads the league
Yes, I
in
know.
shorthanded
I know.
Bouchard gets it back
Right.
to McDavid. Moves it over to Draisaitl. Brown wanted an interference call on Hyman, none forthcoming. Draisaitl backdoor deflected away from Nugent Hopkins. No stick for Bobrovsky here. Hard rim and Florida gets it out. That
At
was
least
critical
this power play
because
shooting.
Bobrovsky had no stick.
At least they shot this power play.
It's also critical because it forces the top unit
I
off
don't
the
have money. I
ice.
don't have money, so.
Bouchard leaving it for
What do you mean,
John
ref?
Clover.
You suck.
Robinson carried to his right.
That's not a call. Like,
Getting it in deep. Forsland
oh,
got it
come
through
on,
it.
at home.
There's a chance there to keep that puck in.
19 seconds left
But
on
it
the power play.
escapes. Now Arvidsson
29-21
down
with shots. 12 and a half left to go in the third.
Arvidsson,
period.
Skin on his left, Perry on his right. Arvidsson centers. Stolen by
And
Boqvist. Florida
Jeff
comes
Skinner
up
falls
ice.
over.
Boqvist gives it up.
Offside. Power play over though.
14.
It looked dangerous.
Go in
It
regulation.
looked okay.
2 seconds left in the penalty net clock.
Just not able to make that play at the right time, that execute. And here's a good backtrack by Draisaitl. We've talked about it all year. Gets in there and disturbs just enough that maybe hinders Barkov with a clean look, as that was a little knuckler coming through.
Come on.
But execution right now for Edmonton, and that timely chance they're looking for in the power play eludes them once again on this one. Couple close ones, but again, don't make Bobrovsky work too much on that power play.
Enrique moved out in favor of Connor Brown against Sam Bennett, who pulls it back for Rodriguez. Bennett to Schmidt. Rodriguez in center.
I didn't notice.
Now Kulak lifts it back, batted down, rammed in by Ekblad, who just came out.
And I'm back.
Back to full strength, 12 minutes to play. Game is tied. Bennett inside, one-timer, and that was a block shot.
Gotta call that. Gotta call that. That's a penalty. Yep, gotta call it.
That's interference on John Klingberg.
That is a call, but that's because the forward didn't get the puck out. That is because the forward did not get the puck out when he should have. I don't know who that forward is on that wall, but he did not get the puck out. I think it was Janmark or Connor Brown. Either Janmark or Brown should have got that puck out, and because they didn't, Klingberg had to take that penalty. That's a penalty he had to take, or that's a goal. I'm not upset by that. Just sucks that we're back on the PK, but hey, we've done pretty well so far today on the PK. Why is that deserve meter so bad? Are the stats that... Oh, that's probably why. No, that made it worse. Apparently, Florida deserves to win the game 76% of the time here. That's kind of ridiculous, man. Yeah, that power play did go by pretty fast. Well, the Oilers had the puck in the offensive zone for a bit. So, hey. Oops. Oh. Let's see what the Oilers have here.
Was the most NHL player in the National Hockey League, and the numbers prove out that the Oiler defenseman has been hit a lot. Now, getting hit is nothing new for him. He played football growing up. This was him his freshman year, 2014 Eau Claire Memorial in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. He scored 2 touchdowns in this game and then retired. The reason why, football games were Thursdays, travel day for hockey was Thursday, so he decided to tackle one sport over the other.
From Wisconsin, Gene. My mom taught in Wisconsin, and she taught Doug Sutherland, one of the purple people.
Yes, I remember. Yeah, from the Minnesota Vikings, of course.
Aaron Ekblad, a shot from up top, blocked, and Ekholm will
Good clear by Ekholm there.
Florida's 4th power play of the night, 0 for 3, 5 shots on net. Oilers penalty kill had been struggling. Now in the clutch. And they come through again. Connor Brown with pressure on the puck against Reinhart. Gets it back from Verhaeghe, bounces it out, spin move Bennett, moves it, snapped in front. Bennett had a chance, did not put it on.
Skinner!
Just long enough to get the whistle. And now we've got some more stuff.
Stu!
Verhaeghe in the mix with Janmark.
They'll continue to go at it.
What a save by Stu Skinner.
In there trying to separate them, and they continue to
Hey, Lube, how's it going?
back and forth, and you don't see that typically on a power play. Verhaeghe's a guy.
How are you feeling, my friend?
For Florida, they want to keep on the ice. Janmark's, yeah, you know what? I'll take them off if I can. And it gives
Deserve
them
meter's definitely broken.
Gives them a little bit of a stinky glove, and then they come together in the headlocks. But this is a good chance created by Bennett. A little spin move to set this in motion. Goes off the skate of Reinhart. Tough for Skinner to pick that up. And
We also missed Northern. Where is that young gal?
Shovel this one through, and he stands his ground.
Henrique wins the face-off back for Ekholm. Should be a routine clear here, and it is. 11 minutes to go. Florida 2, Edmonton 2. Oilers have not led in this game. Florida did have a power play goal earlier, but it was taken back for offside. Shoveled in by Rodriguez. Ekholm had it knocked away. Second chance to get it out, kept in by Ekblad. Hard rim around to Carter Verhaeghe. Ekblad moves it over. Barkov a shot to save.
Big save there again by Stu.
27 saves for Skinner tonight. Stick swatted away from Ekholm, but Henrique.
Ekholm gets his stick slashed in half. Broken. No call. On par for the night. On par for the night. Hey, man. We love to see you here, man.
Back to Barkov. Verhaeghe. Ekblad, no shot. Slap pass.
Oh my goodness, Edmonton, you cannot let that puck go through. Power play over. They killed it. Florida's 0 for 4. Oilers are 0 for 2.
0 for 4 tonight.
Woo! Let's go. Let's get that mo going again.
As you mentioned by Troy Stetcher, and then good hustle by Bud Colson to get there first and put it down the ice.
And David Draisaitl and Hyman out there 5-on-5. Here's McDavid attacking. They'll chip it in against Forsling. Move in on the forecheck. Hyman follows up. Knocked away. Lundell to Luostarinen. Bothfist in over the line. Let it go through, and Draisaitl snaps it away.
Go! Go!
From Mikkola. Here's Hyman. Couldn't drag his way through.
Come on, Hyman.
To make a tougher play than perhaps he needed to there. Luostarinen. A little nonchalant with that clear, didn't get it out, and now second opportunity slashed out. Here's Lundell trying to get through Klingberg. Drop pass AJ Greer. They turn to Schmidt, shoots and scores. 3-2 Florida.
Fucking defense, man. This fucking defense is completely fucking unacceptable.
The veteran, well-traveled defenseman has given the champions a 1-goal lead.
Well, I agree with you, Jack. I think there's an opportunity. Forsling kind of blew a wheel into the corner, and a play was there to be made. And similar to the power play, Edmonton just can't find that next play. Pitch down the wall. Hyman tries to take a deep, and then all of a sudden, it turns into a little bit of an outnumbered rush. And a nice play by Lundell to find the late guy here. But it's 3 Panthers that kind of converge into the slot. Eventually, this will make its way. Little drop pass by Greer to Schmidt. And I mean, this is one that he just beat Stuart Skinner, and that's a little bit of a dagger from distance.
Fucking
its way through and makes it 3-2 for the Florida Panthers.
Sorry, guys. I'm going to start calling out Hyman a lot more now.
They're going to take on water in the defensive zone. They find a way to score on the rush up the ice.
Hyman is not it right now. Hyman and Hopkins, like, what are you guys fucking doing right now?
2 minutes and change. No and this shot by Greer deflected up and out of play. 8:22 left in the third period. Schmidt for
Hyman has the puck in the offensive zone corner. The fucking defenseman is laying on the goddamn ground, and you can't make a fucking play? I'm sorry, man, but 18. What are you doing? You're saying that's on Skinner? No, you're a fucking retard. You don't say anything all stream and that's the first thing you say? Dude, your eyes need to be checked. If you watch the goal, he was screened by 3 people. Holy crap. Let the tards come in now. Let the freaking tards come in. I don't get people like that, you know? Like, they say nothing all stream. They sit there like fucking church mouses. And then that's the first thing they say. It's just something ignorant. It's just something ignorant and stupid about that stuff. It's just total lack of hockey knowledge. That's like blaming the coach for a player having a broken stick. Oh, hell, lots of time left. Oilers just got to get one. Oh, my nose. Like, if you're intelligent enough to watch the game and know what's going on, you wouldn't say a comment like that. You could say, maybe Skinner should have played out a little bit. I wouldn't go that far. He's had himself a good game. Like, one bad play can't, like, I guess one bad decision could put you in jail for life. But
it's Nate Schmidt that's made it 32 for the Panthers.
8.5 minutes left to go in the third period. Shots are 32-23 for Florida. Scores 3-2 for Florida.
Cuts inside. Skinner tried to center a second time. Still battling. Took it from Lundell, who's factored in all three.
That heart right there that Jeff Skinner just did, I want Zach Hyman to be like that.
0-2 assist. Lewis Doreen to Boquist. The backhander slid line. Less than 8 minutes to go. Florida 3, Edmonton 2. Remember, in mid-December at Rogers Place, the Panthers beat the Oilers 6-5. A drive by Kulak stays out.
And no help defensively.
Trying to create a 2-on-1. The Will Storinen centers, and that was deflected away from Barkov by Nugent Hopkins. Barkov, so strong on the puck, took it away from Nugent Hopkins and Kulak. Trying to fight both of them off. Nugent Hopkins forces it up the wall. Verhaeghe a shot. Skinner didn't see it and ended up on the plexi. Forsling. Sam Reinhart fires, and that stayed out. Taking it for the far post.
7 minutes left. Time is ticking.
Forsling slap pass over to Barkov. Centering pass. Whacked wide as Bouchard got a stick on Verhaeghe's stick.
Oh, come on, Edmonton.
Down by a goal. Don't want to allow this Florida team to get that next one. Yeah, they're feeling it right now. They feel the drop-off, and they're pushing.
Here's a chance. Rolled in front. Kulak shot it to the...
Kulak just gets the puck away.
McDavid and Draisaitl are out there together with Jeff Skinner. Reinhart mishandled it, and now McDavid building speed from Draisaitl. He'll challenge Ekblad. Shot. A save made by Bobrovsky. Second time tonight.
I'm just saying, like, it just bothers me. Like, a guy can make 15, 16 amazing plays, have 20 shifts of great or good. I'm not going to say great. A guy could have 20 shifts in a game, and all of them be good, and he has one shift that's not good. It's okay to subpar. And that's the one we look at it. You mean the team that went to the Cup final last year? Noah, you're an idiot. Noah, you're an idiot. It's okay to be dumb. That's icing against Florida again. It's okay to be stupid. Just don't let everybody else know you're stupid. I've been sick, man. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. I have been sick. My throat is still very sore. Oilers need a goal here in the next 2 minutes. How have you been, man? Hopefully you've been okay. Hopefully your family has been well.
Draisaitl, Barkov, two of the best face-off men in the league. How much heaviness is on that dot right now with those two?
Similar players.
Yes, a lot of meat. Here's Ekblad.
But both play both ends of the ice.
Yes.
Two of the best guys at dealing with us.
That's it.
Carter Verhaeghe. First 2-goal lead. Edmonton 2.
That sucks. Yeah, Savoy was a healthy scratch. It sucks, guys. It sucks to be an Oiler fan right now. But Echo makes the best. It's just the bounces, man. Just the bounces.
He puts a little bit of the dagger nail in the coffin.
I mean, it's not.
Late in the third.
Louis, shut up. It's not a dagger. There's still lots of time left in the third period. Oilers could still come back from this.
And finds a way to thread that into the open net from a sharp angle.
And to your point, he creates it out of virtually
Like, it's just ridiculous that these bounces are going in.
But
But hey, it's a long season. And I'm okay with losing right now because it means we can win later.
Timely goals.
I love the hate that this team gets, though. Absolutely love the hate that this team gets.
He puts the Panthers up 4-2.
Like, the hate that the Oilers get for nothing for what being fucking good all the time. For having McDavid and Draisaitl. Like, that's the only reason why people hate this team. Oh, you have Connor McDavid. You have Leon Draisaitl. So what? Pittsburgh has Malkin and Crosby. Colorado has McCarr and McKinnon. Boston for a long side had Marchand Bergeron. Toronto has Matthews Marner. Every team needs two superstars. But no, it's just the Oilers that get shit on for it, right? Fucking idiot fans, man. Yes, some of them still aren't fully recovered from the sickness that happened. Oh, look at it. Another Class A fucking retard. Definition of stupid this guy is. Nobody's emotional. It's fucking weird. Remind us, where's Vancouver again in the standings? I heard they love battling for 9th and 10th. Hey, man, I'd rather have a rough path in February than a fucking not make playoffs in April. Figure it out. Now's the time to figure it out. As far as Evander Kane goes, I will tell you guys right now. He's going to get a second opinion. Losing streaks aren't dangerous. I disagree with that. Losing streaks to shitty teams are dangerous. Losing streaks to good teams are okay.
Trying to lock it down. Bouchard up the right-hand side, out of the reach of Hyman.
It's all about how you come out of the back end of it. You can lose 5 or 6 in a row as long as you win 4 or 5 in a row.
Fired back to the point. Bouchard to Ekholm his shot, and that's snared by Bobrovsky, who was thinking that puck might be
Sure, Eric. Sure.
and was able to put it at rest with 5.5 to go in the third period. Assists have been credited to Reinhardt and Ekholm.
I don't care. Like, the Oilers are a playoff team. The Oilers are going to the Cup again this year.
Came out of nowhere and courtesy.
No, whoever says McDavid is overrated is either joking or really has no clue what's going on in the hockey world.
Panthers come up with the puck off the draw. Verhaeghe slips it.
McDavid's not overrated at all.
David out there with Draisaitl and Hyman.
But, honestly, so what if you lose this streak
Bobrovsky lays it high off glass.
in February?
Hold his own.
We have easy games in March that you better freaking win.
Hunt it down. McDavid driving down the right-hand side.
You better win your easy schedule in March.
That was blocked by Verhaeghe. Similar to Tampa, we've seen Florida have the confidence.
That's wrong, but okay. You're entitled to your opinion. As wrong as you are about it, you're entitled to it.
He's frustrated with himself. He needed to take one more stride. Didn't.
I mean, the stupidness shows and shines through everybody, but I'm just saying, guys, like, I'd rather lose these games in February that mean nothing than lose games against opponents that we need to beat in March. You can laugh all you want. Facts are facts.
Adrian Hopkins kept it alive for Jeff Skinner. Two men crowd him. Ekblad and Bennett just blasted Jeff Skinner with the stick out of his hands.
That he did.
Over to cut it off. off the glove of Klingberg, and he'll reset.
4.5 minutes left to go in the game. 4-2 Florida. Shots are 32-24 for Florida. 0 for 4 on the power play for the Panthers. 0 for 2 on the power play for the Oilers.
Is not touched and turns into an icing call with 4.25 to go in the third. Klingberg's a veteran, Louis. He didn't need to force anything there. It wasn't there. Go ahead and skate it up. I know what his mindset is. Yeah,
Darn close.
Yeah.
I mean,
Absolutely, he does.
I think you got to do everything in your power to get a stick.
It's not on McDavid to show up. It's on the rest of the team to ball out.
I mean,
was not that far.
Klingberg's probably
right
banking
there.
on that, right? Lundell.
The Oilers won't see Florida in the finals again.
How do you rate Florida games that leads lead in locking these types of games down to the
Pretty solid. I mean, this is a solid defending team when they're playing at the top of their game. They're big, they're rangy, and they play a really strong system. Case in point, they've made it difficult to find chances around their net.
Lundell, centering pass deflected away from Luostarinen. Here's Arvidsson.
And if we do, we'll definitely have them figured out.
Then chopped it in deep. Bobrovsky trying to use his body as a bit of a shield as Mikkola scrambles it up the left-hand side. Boqvist to Lundell.
Honestly,
Echo hit hard by Lundell. Boat checked away. And a line change coming for Florida.
it's a very good question.
McDavid back on the attack.
I'll give you my answer in about a second here.
Wrestled free, Barkov had it. Ekholm a drive, tipped wide of Bobrovsky. Skinner is on the bench, extra attacker on.
Empty net for Edmonton. 4 minutes left in the game. Don't get that. That's a goal! Hyman gets a goal. Oilers are back within one.
That one through Bobrovsky and an eternity to play. Still 3:25 to go. Hyman has 20.
Everybody in the car, so come on, let's ride to the liquor store around the corner. The boys say they want some gin and juice, but I really don't wanna. Feel buzz like I had last week. I must stay because coffee is cheap. I like Angela, Pamela, Sandra, and Rita. And as I continue, you know they get sweeter. So
No, I don't see the Capitals being there. Reason being, they're not a playoff-built team. They're a team that lets Ovi play 40 minutes a game just to break the record. They're not a playoff team. I don't care what people say, they're not built for playoffs. I honestly think it's either going to be Tampa or Jersey. It'll either be the Tampa Bay Lightning or New Jersey Devils. What a joke. What a joke, ref. How do you call that late in the fucking game? Wow, you call that late in the game.
Hyman from McDavid is 20th. Cuts.
I got Tampa or Jersey in the East. Yeah, if the Rangers can get in, but Columbus might squeak them. You think the Devils are frauds? Oof. What a joke. How do you call that late in the third period in a close game? Referee special. The Rangers aren't making the playoffs, guys. I honestly think Ottawa or Buffalo overtakes the Rangers. We'll see. I don't think Washington's built for playoffs either. Just like Winnipeg. I think Winnipeg's out in the first round. I think Winnipeg and Washington are the number one seeds for the first time in a long time that are out in round one. Oilers got to score a goal right as soon as this penalty is over. Or score shorty. Anything is lacking possible.
Left in the man advantage for Florida, leading 4-3. Bouchard off a dump-in will turn and fire it back to center. That's handled by Ekblad, waiting for his team to get onside. Janmark shook it free. Barkov skated over and took possession of the puck.
I truly believe Ottawa could squeak in. Ottawa can squeak in over Columbus and Detroit. This is the Leafs year. Are you going to call that penalty too, ref? Wow. Lightning. I just think any team that has Vasilevsky as a goalie and Kucherov as their star player, like.
Having said that, we just saw McDavid undress, and you don't see Barkov look like that often. Here's Rodriguez, sharp angle shot, trickled in front, and Skinner able to freeze it with 1:30 to go in 13 seconds.
Yeah, like.
And now Chris Knobloch faced with a decision, Louis. Do you try to get McDavid and Draisaitl out there, or risk Florida melting some time and keeping them stapled on the bench?
Yeah, it's a good call. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a timeout here. Looks like they're coming back pretty slowly back to the benches.
I can't bet against the Bolts.
Have they called a timeout? They have. Yeah, okay, sorry, I did not hear it. I was like, call them one here or not, but I do believe they'll get.
Honestly, if Boston can figure out their defensive situation, they could overtake Columbus or New York.
Allow them to have the game in their hands as far as trying to tie this up with the extra attacker Ekholm coming on.
Case in point, man. Case in point. Vasilevsky, when he's on his game, number one goalie. Not even close. You think so? I don't know. I think they're better than they were last year.
They might just play it on the perimeter and keep those guys stapled. By calling the timeout, Florida afforded the opportunity for Edmonton to go ahead and get McDavid and Draisaitl out there. We'll just see what happens here, but I thought that was interesting.
Well, lots of rest, and everybody's rested here in this situation with only 13 seconds left in the clock. Big face-off here for possession.
Kulak and Emberson join McDavid and Draisaitl. 1:30 to go, 13 seconds left in the 5-on-4, and a face-off win for Florida. Blast by Ekblad, and that's
what a save
by Skinner, and we'll do it all over again with just 3 more seconds having elapsed. Just the interesting jockeying for players over the boards.
Yeah, Gensel was really good. Like, Pittsburgh were kind of crazy to let him go.
Still a power play. Reinhardt wins a draw. Ekblad to Forsling, steps up with a blast. That's tipped.
Anybody but Edmonton.
Ekblad was so worried about McDavid and Draisaitl start vacating the zone, but then the hard rim, and Barkov able to keep it down low. Storino will look to do the same. Ekblad does, stepping up.
Come on, guys. 1 minute left to go in the third period.
Even though it's now 5-on-5. 1 minute to play in regulation. Florida 4, Edmonton 3. Down the stretch in Sunrise. Draisaitl desperately trying to carve it out of heavy traffic at the corner. McDavid likewise. Seconds running. That was like the last 10 seconds of Game 7. But here, there's plenty of time still. 40 seconds. Ekholm has the puck. Now, they'll belatedly get Skinner off. So now, Edmonton has the extra man. McDavid winds his way through 2. A third man heading for the net. Mikula poke checked it away. Perry now in the corner. Don't get free. Draisaitl comes over. Desperately tries to keep it in.
20 seconds left.
Florida has possession. Shoveled out. Panthers don't get it down the ice. Ekholm will twist it back in. Forsling turns, and he's drawn a penalty.
This reffing, man. This reffing is atrocious. You let everything go in the first period that Florida did. Every fucking thing you let go. The hooking, the holding, the plate and cross-check and slashing. But with less than a minute left to go, you call 2 penalties. What a fucking joke. This league is so fucking ridiculous when it comes to reffing for Canadian teams. Gary Bettman, I hope you die a horrible death. Gary Bettman, I hope you die just the worst death imaginable. You're the reason for all this freaking bullshit in the league. Refs are 100%, 100% of the time. They never lose. There should be a betting app to bet on the refs. You never lose. It was for slashing.
Timeout has been called. This one by Edmonton.
I mean, you're looking at it here. The only situation is if this face-off is won, he's going right to the bench as fast.
I wouldn't say that, Joe. You're going to see a cup win this year.
Five skaters in this situation? No, you won't. Okay.
I mean, you've got to bank on winning the face-off.
I wouldn't say that, man.
Because if you don't win the face-off and you don't have a goal in the net, it's pretty much 100% of the goal.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm just saying, do you have a better chance of winning?
I don't know. Like I said,
the fifth skater out there?
Potentially once it's up for grabs, but I think you have to bank on your guy winning it. We'll see. Maybe they bring him to the bench. I think it's risky in the offensive zone. And then what you can also do as a centerman is you can just go towards the bench.
Oilers got to overcome it. They got to learn. Like, I hate to be that guy, but Oilers have to learn to stop using their sticks as weapons. The high sticking call on Klingberg, questionable. That trip for Ekholm, questionable. But it's like I say, don't let the refs make it easy. Don't let the refs make it easy to call the penalty. They're not going to call it against you when it happens to you, but they're going to call it when you do it. Just don't give them that opportunity. It's like I tell my kids when I played hockey, when I coached. That's fine. You cannot see it, but I'm telling you facts. The Oilers are going to win 1, maybe 3 in the next 4 or 5 years.
Draisaitl chased down, replaced by Nugent Hopkins. McDavid and Bouchard. Skinner the goaltender. Bennett, Barkov, Reinhardt, Forsling, and Ekblad to finish it. The puck rolls free. Ideal for Edmonton. Draisaitl the chip. Bobrovsky spun it into the corner, and Bennett looks to clear. Skinner never left. There's no extra man. Bouchard shot his...
That's it, folks. Oilers lose 4-3. But a hell of a fucking game. You know, like just a hell of a fucking game. I will not say that team... Hey, that effort tonight was better than the 4 previous efforts that they had. If that is the fucking effort this team puts forth against Carolina, I'm not worried. Then we got Anaheim, Montreal. Come on. A hurt Dallas squad? Let's go. I am not worried about this team at all. Guys, it's February. Are you fucking an idiot? Ryan, I get that you're a Vancouver Canuck fag boy, but dude, ass-kicking is what the Vancouver Canucks got in Game 7 last year. That was an ass-kicking. Ass-kicking is what the Vancouver Canucks get every year because they fucking suck. But, again, where are they in the standings? Oh, that's right. Battling for 9th, 10th, and 11th. But, hey, you be you, buddy. You be you. Doesn't matter if we have 0 points. I'm not worried, man. Like, everybody that's sitting here worried about this team, don't be. We're still very much in a playoff standing. We're still very much in control of our own destiny. But again, let's pander to the blow up, the world is ending. Honestly, if I hear one more person say this team is worse than the decade of darkness, oh my God, I'm going to blow up. This team is not worse than the decade of darkness. In saying that, here you guys go. If you lose next game, I wouldn't. If we lose to Carolina, it's fine. It's 6 games. If we lose to Anaheim, okay, let me preface this and make this abundantly clear. If the Oilers play against Anaheim at home and we lose to Anaheim, no fucking excuses. Then I will join the bandwagon of fire everybody, trade everybody. We have a Saturday game against Carolina. I will tell you this. If we lose on Tuesday against the Anaheim Mighty Ducks, you're going to see a different side of me. You're going to see a very angry side of me, but I don't think you're going to see it. I think the Oilers are going to go into Carolina, take the victory, and win 5 or 6 in a row. Right. Carolina will feast on them. Okay. See, that right there, Joe, is the reason why we have fans in this fan base that get no credit and no respect anywhere else. We're so doom and gloom. Like, are we as Oiler fans that ingrained on losing that it's just ingrained in our bodies that, oh, this team sucks, we're never going to win? That's not me. That's fair, but they're not losing against Anaheim playing like this. I'm just being that guy letting you know if they lose to Anaheim, it's no excuse. The way we're playing, and this game was way better than the previous five. But let me touch base with the out-of-town scoreboards, because there was a lot going on. The Canadiens come back to beat the Sharks 4-3 in overtime. The Blue Jackets beat the Red Wings 5-2. The Islanders beat the Bruins 2-1. The Flames lose to the Lightning 3-0. The Oilers lose to the Panthers 4-3. The Blues beat the Capitals 5-2. The Hurricanes beat the Sabres 5-2. Games going on still. In the third period, 4-4 Philadelphia, Pittsburgh. Predators 2, Jets 1. Oh, what about that Hollebuck? You guys are saying he's so great. End of 2 there. End of 1. Utah 2. Wild nothing. And the game has yet to be started. Blackhawks in Vegas, and Canucks are in Anaheim. 2 games to watch if you watch hockey more than one game. Dude, the Oilers are going to be okay in playoffs. Now, what I was saying about the Evander Kane situation, it's not good for the Oilers. To the degree that Evander Kane has decided to seek outside medical help, and if he is cleared to play by the third opinion doctor, by the outside doctor, if he is cleared to play, the Oilers will have no choice but to play him. Due to the CBA rules, even if the team doctors say he's not cleared to play, if a third-party doctor says Evander Kane can play, Oilers have no choice but to play him. So let's say we're at the trade deadline, and the doctors tell Evander Kane, you have 5 weeks left. Not going to happen. I can't imagine a bad thing like that. So imagine the Oilers doctor tell Evander Kane and the Oilers he's got 5 weeks out till he can come back from his injuries. Evander Kane goes and gets a second opinion. It's after the trade deadline. The Oilers use his LTIR cap space to get guys. Well, now this doctor comes in and says, no, he can play tomorrow. We're April 10th. We got 2 games left to go in the season. No, he can play tomorrow. Now the Oilers have to trade away their players to get Evander Kane in the lineup and be cap compliant. That is why the Oilers are not going out big fish hunting today. Big game hunting this season. Is because they don't want to be put in that situation where your doctor says Evander Kane can't play till playoffs, but an outside doctor says he can. And he wants to play. Well, you have no choice but to play him. Anyways, guys, Oilers lose 4-3 to Florida Panthers. An entertaining hockey game, to say the least. Now, I will show you guys this. It's only 5 games. It's fucking nothing. It's peanuts. Honestly, this losing streak is peanuts. Oh. Oh. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the game. I'll be back on Saturday at 5 p.m. to fill you guys in on the Carolina Oilers situation. Now, Behind me, I'm going to move my fat head out of the way. I'm going to zoom in on what I wrote this morning. I wrote this morning before the game started. Turn my TV off. I wrote the next 11 games. February 27th at Florida was going to be a loss. Forgive me. We're going to beat Carolina, Anaheim, Montreal, lose to Dallas, beat Buffalo, New Jersey, the Islanders, lose to the Rangers, beat Utah, and lose to Winnipeg to end March. Now that's what I've predicted. So far I'm 1 for 1, and not in a good way. Anywho, guys, you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your evening for tomorrow. We'll see you Saturday at 5. Deuces.